Past the end of Tuesday, it's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. 203, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. What a great opening weekend it was in college football. Unless, of course, you are a Texas fan, an Alabama fan,
Bill Belichick fan,
a Clemson fan. Notre Dame, even though Notre Dame played well and came back in that game against Miami on Sunday night, Notre Dame still fell. But what a weekend it was. So let's start off our college football carousel with your biggest takeaway from the weekend, Carey Davis.
My biggest takeaway was Texas is not the best team in the country and might not even be a top 5 team. Like I get it. You're playing at Ohio State. You're on the road. You're in the horseshoe. It's a whole ordeal. It's the first game of the year. The problem that I have is we hyped Arch Manning up to a level, and I've said this, and I may be wrong on one end, but I said this last year. If Arch Manning was the next thing, the next one coming, then why couldn't he take Quinn Ewers' spot when Quinn was still there? Mm-hmm. Why did every time, whether Quinn got hurt or didn't play poorly, they went right back to Quinn? Like, if you are the next one and you're putting that much pressure on a quarterback, you're probably going to take that position of a quarterback that got drafted in the 6th round, 7th round. Mm-hmm. Quinn Ewers was not a guy that was highly touted going into the NFL draft this spring. So it was a question that I had, and it's one game, so I'm not going to say that the question is answered, but Texas didn't look good. They struggled on 3rd down. Arch Manning had this strange sidearm sling that looked like it was a slingshot instead of actually a throwing motion. Yeah. I don't know what that was.
That's a schoolyard.
They said he was...
Take it back to the school.
We were looking at the wrong uncle. It was Uncle Rico that he had been learning from instead of Uncles Peyton and Eli. But yeah, it was rough for Texas. They just didn't look good offensively. Ohio State didn't look great either. Like, it's first game, but...
Defense looked great.
What I expected from Arch Manning, I was very disappointed in the play from the Texas Longhorns.
For me, Alabama is no longer Nick Saban's Alabama. Watching some of the lack of attention to detail by the players, stuff that Nick Saban's head would have exploded on, let alone some of the players that we saw, a couple of guys highlights throughout the game, they're barely trying out there. But then, like, the running game. Florida State put on a clinic with their running game, dominating the line of scrimmage against Alabama, which, like, let's be serious now, that's usually a bunch of guys that are going to get NFL reps that are on those lines for Alabama, whether it's offensive line or defensive line. They look like high schoolers on certain plays. Like, the hole for the running back was massive. Like, whether the linebacker wasn't plugging the hole properly or the defensive line just got shoved around, it did not look like I was watching Alabama. It looked confused at times. Again, the details weren't there. Florida State played a good game. They played a nice game, but there's no way they should have beaten Alabama. So I had no choice to think, like, and right away the whole college football world, a lot of people are talking about Nick Saban needs to go back. And that DeBoer's on the hot seat already, which I don't blame them because that was a bad loss. It's not like Texas. Texas had a bad game. Carey, you're right. They looked sloppy. The offense wasn't good. Arch Manning couldn't find any kind of a rhythm. But at least they were playing Ohio State.
Correct.
The defending national champions. Alabama was playing Florida State, another state team, but they weren't even ranked. And they looked like they were dominant. So, for me, my biggest takeaway was just, where the hell is Alabama going now?
We do have expanded thoughts on all these games, but we're kind of doing the carousel thing first. Again, this is our biggest takeaways from the weekend. Marsh, what was yours?
My biggest takeaway was that we really don't know who these teams are heading into the season, and we've talked about it before. I think Carey has brought it up. The idea of the preseason rankings, and I think we put a lot of stock into these teams heading into the season, when in reality, we really just don't know. We really don't know, and especially from like a betting standpoint, if you were throwing money on some of these games, depending on which way you went, a lot of the people probably lost some money this weekend based on what we watched.
Not everybody, of course, but...
Not everybody.
I think most people, you're right, most people would have probably taken a 500 record ATS from this weekend. Now, of course, you're still losing in that scenario, but yeah, I agree, Marsh. Continue.
But, I just, I had I don't want to say expectations, but I had thoughts on how certain teams were supposed to look. I guess you could call it expectations.
Yeah.
But man, but I really don't know if that's who these teams are going to be. You know, last year Clemson ends up getting blown out in their first game by Georgia, but they end up making the college football playoff. You know, there's some, Carey, you brought up Arch Manning. There's been quarterbacks in the past that their first game in their Heisman season didn't really jump off the page.
Yeah.
So I really don't know. I don't really know what to think of week one because there's a lot more games left to be played.
So my biggest takeaway kind of goes hand in hand with what yours is, Marsh, but where you are almost, correct me if I'm wrong, you're almost kind of struggling, like, I don't really know what to make of these teams.
Right.
I'm more, this is the new college football. And it's not necessarily this season. It goes back to last year as well. Week one showed us kind of the undeniable truth that this is what we can expect now in the college football playoff landscape. No true number one. No dynasty dominating the landscape. Chaos, parity, unpredictability. I love it. Alabama loses to Florida State. Clemson sputters against LSU at home. Ohio State shaky offensively, but dominating defensively with among all people, Matt Patricia, who has become a punching bag for football pundits around the country. But what Matt Patricia did with that defense on Saturday was nothing short of impressive. Gus Malzahn and that running game for Florida State. My man can still design a rushing attack. But overall, it's parity. You don't really know what to expect. And I love that because for so long, it grew stale. Alabama, Clemson, Alabama, Georgia, everybody kind of had their run for a little while, but it was so top-heavy that on a Saturday, there wasn't enough juice. But over the weekend, every slot had a game that I thought was intriguing that could have been an upset. And most were. So I kind of love the landscape of college football.
Did you guys find the games to be entertaining? I know the games, the bigger games were close.
Not
but
necessarily.
Did you find them entertaining?
Not necessarily. I think offenses. I thought most of at least I'll speak on the games that I watched. Like I didn't see a lot of Tennessee, and Tennessee put a lot of points on the board. Ole Miss scored 60 some odd points. But the games that I saw, the big games, I thought offenses were behind. I thought they were conservative. There wasn't big plays. I thought it was a lot of let's not lose this game, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's what we'll see throughout the course of the season.
That's usually how football starts, though. The seasons begin. Defenses are always ahead of the offense because I say this jokingly, but it is much easier to get on the same page defensively than it is offensively. Defensively, you can be wrong, but get to the ball carrier and make a play. And that's not how you want to live defensively, but it is easier to come together defensively quicker than it is offensively. Offensively, it takes time. It takes time with, being on the same page in terms of route running with your quarterback, pass protection up front, run game, all of those things, making sure everyone is on one accord. So you generally see offenses go a little bit slower to start a season off than defenses.
All right, which team changed your opinion of them after week one? Jamie?
The Texas Longhorns.
Your team?
My team. I mean, I know you can't read into everything in one game, but we have no choice. They've only played one game.
Right.
And that was just ugly. I was watching that game just waiting for the moment to where, it's going to click. It's going to click. And it just didn't click. And I know Arch Manning hasn't played a lot of football here. Last year was the backup, and I know he wasn't a huge. He didn't go to a massive high school, apparently. He's all these things that people are talking about now, but the hype train was real, man.
Yeah.
I think he's the highest paid NIL player in the nation right now, and that offense looked like a high school football offense. And no disrespect to high school football, but that's the Texas Longhorns.
Well, I think high school. To your point, I think high school is more creative than what we saw out of Sark on Saturday.
So my opinion has changed drastically, so much so that I almost texted you guys and said, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. Like, I know I can't be, but I really don't like this team right now. It's like not liking yourself. It's a very difficult process.
Yeah.
I look at this team, I don't even care about their next game. I'm like, That team sucks.
You got growth. Plenty of growth. Carey?
Miami. Carson Beck, I was a big guy like Carson Beck coming from Georgia. He had a bunch of talent. He made a couple of tough throws. There was a hell of a catch by his receiver for a touchdown. But they beat Notre Dame, which I thought Notre Dame obviously was one of the top teams last year in the Final Four. They were outstanding. Made it to the national championship game. I thought that Notre Dame was going to blow the doors off of Miami, or at least make it, win convincingly. Miami surprised me, and Carson Beck surprised me. So that's one team that I'm looking at, and I'm saying, maybe they have something there. You lose Cam Ward, you lose a lot of the players from last year. Cam Ward's the first overall draft pick. They still got a lot of talent there, and they showed it in that game on what was it, Sunday night? Monday? I don't even know what day they played. Sunday night. Sunday night. Yeah, there's so many dang on games over the weekend. But, yeah, that was a good game for Miami.
Marsh?
For me, it was Florida State. That was a 2-win team last year, and not a great season after being kicked out of the college football playoff. So this team definitely had a big chip on their shoulder, and to go out there, beat Alabama. Their quarterback that they brought in, Castellanos, I mean, he was talking what?
Yeah.
Before the game.
Yeah, he was. Nick Saban's not here to save you.
Yeah, and he wasn't.
I love it.
And he backed it up.
He backed it up.
He backed it up. That team has a little bit of swagger, and I really like their defense, too. 2 years ago, that team was known for how good their defense was, and I think they got back to that. I don't know how good this team is going to be this season, but I am intrigued to see what their season looks like. Can they get in the top 25? I think that's a great start. It's a great start. And then keep building from that. Can you find yourself in the top 16? We'll see. I'm intrigued, though.
And they already are. I think they're ranked 14th.
Well, I mean by the end of the year.
Oh, the end of the year. Excuse me. Sorry.
Can you stay,
Can you stay in the playoff picture?
Yes.
Mine was also FSU, so I'll give you another one. And FSU, by the way, how poetic that they beat the team in Alabama that made it to the college football playoff the year that they were left out. So that was a big moment for Florida State. I agree with you on Florida State. They changed my mind, certainly. So again, I'll give you a different team. LSU. We have two questions about LSU. Could Brian Kelly and his family save his job? And two, was the defense going to play good? Because the defense, we all knew the offense was going to be, it should be great, again, with Garrett Nussmeier coming back. But the defense going to bow up? And they did, certainly after one game. That Clemson offense should be pretty good. I mean, Cade Klubnik.
I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan of Cade Klubnik either.
You don't like Clubby?
No.
Once again, he came up very short in a big game.
He's not.
No.
I don't know what I watched, but
I still thought LSU played well defensively. Again, only one game.
I think LSU's defense, again, and we just talked about it, defense being much better than offense to start. I thought their defense was outstanding. I think I think all of their athletes are on the defensive side. Garrett Nussmeier is not, he doesn't do a lot for me either. It's like him and Cade Klubnik are 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. They are, to me,
QB seen over the weekend wasn't great.
It was not good.
Yeah.
It was tough to watch football from the quarterback perspective all weekend long. I'm trying to think of a quarterback that really stood out. And
Castellanos was really from a running standpoint.
There you go. But from a passing quarterback standpoint, there was not one that I could say, oh, he's really good. Yeah. So Cade and Garrett are one and the same to me. But the thing that separated LSU from Clemson in that game was the defense. Yes. Their defense looks legit. They look like they're going to fly around, make big plays, tackle well, do all of those things that you expect from an SEC defense. But offensively, I wasn't impressed with LSU either. So maybe, again, this first week is going to take some time for some of these offenses to gel. But there's a lot of football that I watched this weekend, and I was like,
yeah.
There is a quarterback that I've been seeing on the internet, Cal's quarterback, who's apparently just been slinging the ball. No, not Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, ready for him, man.
But maybe a name to look out for. Trying to get his name. I don't even know his name.
By the way, there was one team.
It's a long name.
There was one team that flew west and put on an absolute show. And you guys, I sent you a text on it. None of you responded. And I sent it at 1 a.m. on Saturday morning. After my fire-up chips pulled off the massive upset at San Jose State. It was incredible. Double-digit underdogs, and they go into San Jose State, and they put on a show.
San
Thank you,
Jose
Carey.
State. They might as well have been playing St. Charles Community College. Come on, Anthony.
We would have beat their ass too.
Still a team.
CMU baby. Plenty of room, by the way, Jamie. I know you're kind of joking around. You have some fun. Plenty of room
I
on
just
the
don't know if
on
I
the
get on
bandwagon.
board to fire up
They
chips.
look good. They look real good.
I can't do it.
And we were talking about the head coach.
Well, what I didn't know.
He's fine. If they lose, he's fine.
Here's what I didn't know, Carey, about Drinkall, the new head coach. I didn't know he's a football genius. When he said, I lead a balanced life. Football's not everything to me. But I didn't realize he was already a football genius.
So he didn't have to do. He didn't have to spend that much more time on it. He's already reached the savant level. He didn't have to go any further.
Exactly.
By the way, the Cal's quarterback, true freshman, Jaron Kiwe Saga Polutele.
That's made up.
That's his name. That is his name.
Someone just put a whole bunch of letters together. That's it.
Remember that name, gentlemen. He might be a player this year.
There you go. Maybe by the end of the season, we'll know how to say the last name. All right, lineup game next on 101 ESPN. Hey, if you're looking for a one-of-a-kind fall event, you can saddle up for the Glennon Gallup September 20th, a thrilling charity polo match happening September 20th in Defiance, Missouri. It's not just polo, it's a field side party with tailgating, cheering, community spirit, and it all goes to benefit the Dana Pediatric Center at Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. So you can bring your friends, pack your picnic, claim your spot on the sidelines, and whether you choose a tailgate space or a carload admission, every ticket helps provide care for kids who need it most. So come for the action, stay for the cause, and be part of something truly special. You can go online and purchase field side tickets and details right now at glennon.org/Gallup. Again, glennon.org/Gallup. You can check it out, check out the event, but again, you can promote just a great cause when it comes to the Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. game here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. The Cardinals will host the A's tonight, 6:45. Luis Severino, right-hander, will toe the rubber for the A's. Miles Michaelis will take the ball for the Cardinals. All right, boys. Lineup game. Right now.
Yeah, sure.
You're on 101 ESPN.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Lars.
Yeah, go ahead.
Show us Lars Newbar.
International superstar.
Watch out, don't run into any walls or anything.
Show us Yvonne Herrera.
Oh, Yvonne? That's a French-ass name, Yvonne. Yeah, my little croissant. Little cheese on my croissant.
This has been Contreras, no?
Yeah.
Show us Wilson Contreras.
You don't know how to play first base. It's not that hard. Tell him, watch.
It's incredibly hard.
Hey, anything worth doing is.
Nolan Gorman.
Yeah.
Sure. Show us
Dingers.
Nolan Gorman.
Swing Serenade is brought to you by Gorman's.
Dingers! Hang me a curve and I will hit. Dingers!
Mason Wynn.
Yes.
Go ahead, buddy.
Show us Mason Wynn.
Dingers! Bring me that arm!
Is this Sajaci?
It certainly could be.
I agree with Trophy Husband. Continue. What?
Go ahead, Jamie.
Show us Thomas Sajaci.
What a shame.
It sure is, Janet. It sure is.
All right.
Feel a little set up by Anthony on that one. That's okay.
Jordan Walker. He's swinging and missing.
He's still swinging, though.
He is swinging.
Guaranteed he's going to do that.
You keep swinging. You can't hit the ball if you don't swing, Anthony. I don't know if you know that.
No, that's
He's swinging a lot, not really hitting the ball.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right,
Yeah.
go for it, Carey.
Run into one. Show us Jordan Walker.
You are so wrong.
Oh, hang on a second. A little quick thought here, guys. Could this be, what's his name? Crooks
Jimmy Crooks.
at 6. I know it's higher than what usually the catcher is, but
He had a home run.
he had a home run. He does swing
did he
the
catch
bat
the ball?
pretty well. Yeah, he caught the ball.
Got my vote.
Does it
Go,
matter?
I'm in. I'm all in.
Show us Jimmy Crooks.
Jimmy.
Jimbo.
Oh! Nice job, Marshy.
We got our catcher.
All right. Now you need a right fielder, center fielder, and
This is
Second
probably your class.
so Jason.
Oh, you think is I guess so. Go ahead.
Show us Thomas Sajaci.
No, no, no.
Okay, so hang on then. Is Sajaci playing? Or is
Maybe
Prieto
not.
getting in?
Prieto.
Is he still here?
Yeah.
Everybody's here. Jamie?
I know, I just
It's
made
September. Not the people you want
So
here.
it's either Walker or Prieto, I think, right? I mean, Fermin is still technically.
It probably is for mean.
What do you think?
Who do you think? Who do you not think it is? Because that's who it's going to be.
I didn't think it was Jordan Walker.
You didn't. You don't think it's going to
I
be Jordan
didn't.
Walker.
As
That's
of
why I
right now,
said-
we only have one outfielder.
Yeah. You need two more.
Good catch.
And a second baseman.
Well, if Sajaci's on the lineup, Fermin's probably playing second base.
What does Prieto play? Doesn't he play?
Yeah, he can play second base too. Yeah.
He's infield. That's what they call
Everything.
it. They don't even give him a spot. They say infield.
Infield. All right, Jamie, you make the call. You're red hot right now.
No, I'm really not.
I mean, you won 4 in a row and bet the board. You are red hot.
No kidding, man.
Yeah, we might as well not even play anymore.
Destroying us.
Well,
You've
Gary,
been
you kind of
killing
did
us.
that last month.
I did, actually. I didn't even show up.
All right. Oh,
Go with
gosh.
Go with Prado.
Show us Prieto.
You're wrong.
Yeah. All right. So it's got to be your guy, the Ferminator.
I don't think Furman is playing.
Show us Jose Fermin.
I'll be back.
You convinced me when you. You convinced me when you said I don't think it's him.
Now it's got to be Walker and Church.
Okay.
Isn't Scott off the IL?
Scott is off the IL. He was activated yesterday.
Okay, well, he could be back then.
Show us. Do you mind if I may? I?
No, go ahead. Yeah,
Show us
absolutely.
Jordan Walker.
Surprise, surprise.
Not playing.
I've tried him everywhere.
So is it Church and Scott in the outfield?
I mean, you could run it that way.
So it would be,
Scott and Church.
yeah, show us Victor Scott.
Run as fast as you can.
You can't catch
Speed
me.
out there.
I'm the gingerbread man.
All right, and then show us, please take us to church there, Marshy.
Take me to church.
Okay, Marsh, run that thing.
All right, leading off in left field, Lars Nootbaar. Batting second, the DH, Ivan Herrera. Batting third, first baseman, Wilson Contreras. Your cleanup hitter, third baseman, Nolan Gorman. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Batting sixth, catching, Jimmy Crooks. Batting seventh, playing second base is Jose Fermin. Batting eighth in center field is Victor Scott II. And batting ninth in right field is Nathan Church.
Wow.
Back. Stay fair! Stay fair, stay fair!
Go fair, go fair!
I don't believe what I just saw!
Home run.
All right, Marsh, still the same standings, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, so Jamie, you're up first.
I think Gorman's going to run into one today.
Okay.
Give me Poso off the bench. Poso is on the IL. Excuse me.
You can absolutely
No,
absolutely have Poso
I
off the
can't
bench.
have anyone that is injured on the IL.
You can have him off the training table.
Give me. I need someone off the bench.
You got a lot of guys there.
There's a bunch of them.
You got Walker, you got Paez. Paez pretty high.
Paez did hit a shot.
I'm just trying to help the guy.
Give me Wilson
love
Contreras in the lineup.
Wow, that's good.
Give me Yvonne. Oh, Yvonne. Give me Yvonne Herrera, please.
I'm going to take Jimmy Crooks tonight. Give me Jimmy Crooks.
There you go. That's Andrew Marsh, and he's got what's trending for you next on 101 ESPN.
Well, if you're looking to sell your home anytime soon here in the St. Louis area, now is definitely not the time to take a chance and just hope for the best outcome by choosing any old real estate agent that's out there, whether it's a friend or just somebody who's found on the sign. Don't do that. Take my advice and call Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty. Here's why. Gloria has been in the business for over 20 years. She understands the market here in St. Louis, and she certainly knows exactly what to price your home for to sell it quickly and get you the most money. And how about this for a guarantee? Gloria's going to guarantee to sell your home for 100% of market value. Or if she doesn't, she'll pay you the difference, and she guarantees all of that up front. So please give her a call. Tell her Jamie Rivers sent you in. You're not going to be sorry. Gloria understands exactly how imperative it is for you to sell your home, and she's going to go to work immediately. That number's 314-325-6888. Again, that's 314-325-6888. Or you can visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. Again, that's GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. As always, Gloria and the seller must agree upon the sales price and possession date.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals lose to the Athletics yesterday by a final score of 11-3. They are back in action tonight with Miles Michaelis on the mound. He'll go up against Luis Severino. First pitch from Busch Stadium is at 6:45. Ohio State took down Texas over the weekend. They are the new number 1 team in the nation in the AP Top 25. We'll continue with our college football segments throughout the day, so stay tuned for that. But we have What's Trending coming up next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
What are the hot topics in the sports world?
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending, brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, this is from Frank Saravalli earlier today. Sources, the NHL and NHLPA, have agreed to a rolling implementation schedule for CBA changes. Among them, the new playoff salary cap system will come into effect this season for the 2026 Stanley Cup playoffs. Players have until September 15th, 2026 to sign deals with current structure, which is terms, signing bonus, all that other good stuff. All deals signed after September 16th, 2026 will be subject to new CBA. Also, changes to player dress code and players' ability to endorse wine/spirits begins immediately. Thoughts on this ex-post from Frank Saravalli?
They expedited this, didn't they? Because it's supposed to start in 26, which would mean the beginning of next season. But who cares? It's fine. They agreed upon all this already. As far as the dress code, I think we covered that. That doesn't matter. And I'm glad the players can endorse spirits as they want to, because a lot of other athletes and celebrities are doing so and making money off of that.
They sell spirits at the stadium?
They sure do.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
They sure do. And in some places, you need to drink more of it to watch the product.
There you go, yeah.
But no, and as far as the LTIR and all that, the salary cap compliance, I like it. Whatever roster you dress has to be salary cap compliant.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I mean, the owners are still going to find their way around it because they can still go over and just have guys in reserve at that point. Like,
right.
You might have a guy that's $6 million player that's a healthy scratch one night, and then another night when, let's say, Matthew Tkachuk is banged up and whatever, you throw in your new guy, Matthew Tkachuk. Like, you're swapping in some players. And guess what? Here's what I'll promise you right now. There's somebody somewhere already thinking of a way to beat the system. They've got some IT computer guy, some financial wizard locked in a room somewhere, and they're telling, find us the loophole. So that the next CBA in 4 years, we'll have to make a rule for that too. But until then, find us that loophole.
No kidding.
Guys, we had the 101 ESPN Fantasy Football Draft last night. How do you feel about your team? And Anthony, are Bury the Bodies changing their name to Neighbors Dave this year?
No, because of Malik Neighbors. No, we're not. Boy, the 12 man is always tough. The 12 team league is always tough, especially when you're 11-12 like CD and I were. I don't know. I know you get the pick at the turn there. If you get a couple of picks at the turn, but I don't. I'm fine with that with 10, but not 12.
Felt like 30 minutes between picks.
Yeah,
it felt like it took maybe 10, but it took a while. Took a while for me to get another pick.
Yeah, it felt I don't know. I never feel great after a 12 team draft. 10 team, great, but 12 team, there's always loopholes.
It's really it's not the number of teams, it's where you're drafting in that. Like you said, 11 and 12 for you and I is a terrible position to be in a 12 team. My first pick was Nico Collins. I didn't want Nico.
Well, that's how
but he was the highest rated person.
I passed on him for Neighbors. Yeah.
He was highest on the list. So I'm like, well, all right, let me take him. I'm going to need, something. But it's tough sitting in that spot. But, I still drafted pretty well.
Yeah.
So it's not about the draft. It's about putting your team together and put your guys in the right place. Then what you can do on the waiver wire during the season, Anthony. You got to make some additions and some subtractions throughout the year, which allows your team and your roster to work at its best, highest level.
Very smart.
Yeah.
I was wondering who was going to be the first person to take a defense. Lo and behold, it was our guy, Carey Davis.
Who did I take? Denver?
Yep.
Yeah. It's because I was...
How
If
quickly?
I waited again, I probably wasn't going to give him till the 7th or 8th round, I think. I might have, or 9th or 10th round.
Yeah.
Defense wins championships, fellas. I don't know if you...
I don't know in fantasy football, though.
Well, yeah. Don't worry about it.
I don't think so.
It happens.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited, guys. I'm excited
All right,
for
I'm
this
excited.
year. Put it in reverse. Terry is going to have a good season.
Is that your name?
That's my name now.
That's good. I like that.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
All right, Marshy. Anything else for us?
Nope, that is it, Anthony.
All right. Is Jordan Walker's lack of development on the player himself? There's some interesting comments that were made over the weekend by Brant Brown, the hitting coach for the Cardinals. That's next on 101 ESPN.
Welcome to Missouri, Circus Sports. Won't be long until they are here. I believe the month of December, which feels like it's right around the corner. But before that, please, with the NFL season literally right around the corner here, you have until September 6th to get to a Circus Sports book in Nevada, anywhere in Nevada, and register for your Circa Million, your Circa Survivor, or your Circa Grandissimo. Those are going to be contests that you have to sign up for live before and in person before September 6th at 2 p.m. Then download, for now, your Sports Illinois app, the Circus Sports Illinois app. It's really super easy to use, but then you can manage your contests, you can place your wagers. So much action going on right now. College football, NFL, Major League Baseball, hockey right around the corner. So many great things to be excited about. They got great lines on futures bets. So if you got a feeling about a team that's a little bit of a long shot, get on there, check it out. And remember that Circus Sports always has the best odds of any app that is out there. So please don't miss out on any of this action. Download Bet Like a Pro with your Circus Sports Illinois app. Make sure you don't miss out on any of the excitement going on with my friends over at Circus Sports. If you or someone you know may have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
On his daily structure level is at some point in time, he's going to have to devote kind of more focus on preparation. We've had long conversations with this, is not only looking at film on the starter, but also being able to come in and the first day of a series, just take a look at all the bullpen guys, all the information and videos available, just so we're not getting snuck up on when a guy comes in.
That was Brant Brown, the hitting coach for the Cardinals, who was on today with the Gas House gang. And, man, he talked about Jordan Walker, and there were some things, and Gas House gang is on KMOX. Talked about some things with Jordan Walker that really stood out to us, including this piece of audio. Again, this is Brant Brown, Cardinals hitting coach on the Gas House game, KMOX, on Jordan Walker.
When Jordan Walker is ready to be good, I feel like it's going to be up to him. We all know the potential. I don't even think he knows, the ceiling. And so all these words is we always talk about this is okay, well, this is what they're doing to you, and this is what you want to do. But if you can't do what you want to do, what are we going to do about it? How are we going to counterattack? So just trying to continue to make the point of how preparation, how movement patterns, how, can we counterattack? We're going to have to give up something to get something. So for a while, until we can show them that we can do this, they're going to stay there. And then once you start to do it, well, then guess what? You get to come back to what you want to do because they're going to have to do something else. So it's just a constant game. It's a big gambit of zigging and zagging. And I just think that, he's still in zig mode, and the zag mode is just it's a stone's throw away. It's there. We just have to, try to keep working and have him commit to it.
So, Jamie, one of the things really stood out to you that Brant Brown said about Walker.
Well, it just goes back, I think, a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I had mentioned that maybe this is still part of the maturation process for Jordan Walker. Maybe there's some stuff there that he's not doing yet. And, Carey, we had the conversation. I said, some of the young guys that come in, they don't know how to prepare. They've never had to. They don't have the habits of the wily veteran that knows I've got to get in the cage or I've got to get in the video room. And they're learning on the fly. And the ones that succeed faster seem to be the younger players that ask a lot of questions of the veterans, of the coaching staff, of anybody that's around. And it sounds like Jordan Walker's just not there yet. When you hear things like, when he starts to take his game day preparation better, to be ready for things that will come at you, to know more about the bullpen arms that could come in, never mind just focusing on the start. To me, that's the signs of a young player that hasn't figured it out yet. And that's kind of what Brant Brown says. Jordan, if he can figure it out, who knows what the ceiling is for this guy. But, it's been 3 years. He's got to, somebody, I don't know if somebody can grab him and talk to him. I mean, it sounds like Brant Brown's being pretty damn honest.
Yeah.
If he's on the airwaves talking about it, that means it's been several conversations with the player. This is not him talking through the media to Jordan Walker.
Right.
So I don't know. It concerns me a little bit from the standpoint that it's been 3 years that we've been doing this song and dance. But on the flip side of it, I still look at it and say he's still only a 23-year-old young player that could figure it out. And if he does, who knows?
To me, it sounds like when he's saying you're going to have to give up something in order to get what you want. We talk about it all the time. Where are they pitching Jordan Walker? Away, away, away.
Yep.
And so they're probably telling him, and this is how I read it, hey, you're going to have to take some of those, you're going to have to swing at those and hit it to the right field.
Or
You're
just
going to have to
swinging.
Or take it to where they're pitching it. It's okay to not pull off of everything and think that all of your power comes from hitting the ball into left center over the left field wall. You can drive the ball in the right field. You can drive the ball to the right. And then they'll have to start coming back inside because that's clearly where you want. That's where you feel your power is. That's where you feel like you have the most success. So if the coach is saying it, if the manager is saying it, if all of those people are saying you need to do this, and you're unwilling to do that, then that's a you problem. And if you don't want to have success and they're giving you the answers to the test, you're going to continue to fail. And at some point, you have to take a look at yourself and say, okay, do I want to be right or do I want to get it right? Like, do I want my way? It's like a marriage. Like, do you want to argue to be right or do you want to fix?
Oh, no, you can ask me about that.
I want to ask you. I'm just saying, in general, people out there, do you want to be right in the argument or do you want to fix it and you all be right together? He has to figure out a way to take what the coaches are telling him and implement it into his game. And if he's unable or unwilling to do that, he's not going to have a job here very long. That's just the nature of sports. I told you all, my coach told me, my job is to find someone to replace you. Your job is to not allow me to replace you.
Yeah.
And it's a cat and mouse game, and it is every single day. In baseball, it is pretty much every single day because you got 162 games where you get to go out there. I got to wait a week. If I mess up, I don't get to redeem myself for another 7 days. Baseball, very next day, you can redeem yourself and show the coaches and show the manager, hey, I am taking the coaching, I am progressing, I am getting better. But if you're unwilling or unable to do that, you will be looking for a job. And nobody cares how talented you are or where you were drafted. They draft people in the first round every single year for a reason because they're trying to replace you. So you got to figure it out.
Yeah. It's. I mean, this can be a message from the team through the media that is, kind of laying out, look, this is how it is for you. I mean, it's no different in some respects than you guys. I'm sure we're all given things to work on in the off season. Here, this is what we want you to do in the off season, so that when you come back, we'll check in periodically. But you're on your own now. At some point, it's got to click for Jordan Walker to say, I'm a professional. I can't just keep doing what I'm doing. And we can't just keep blaming the Cardinals for, quote unquote, messing him up. He's got to take it upon himself to want to improve as a professional. I have to get better. I have to, there are certain things that I keep falling into, swinging at the slider 10 feet outside the strike zone for one. I've got to make the adjustments. This is no longer, the Cardinals are all about launch angle and they're the problem and all that. Walker himself hasn't improved. So I thought that this was pretty telling overall.
I think it's very telling. And to me, though, the bright side of it or the positive of it is now it's up to the player. Okay? Because now that this is public, and I'm sure, like I said before, I'm pretty darn sure it was going on behind closed doors where they were talking to him about some of these habits and things that they'd like to see. Mm-hmm. But now that it's public, as the player, you have two options. One, you start getting in there a little bit more, doing a little more work and investing in yourself. Or two, you just ignore it and you're bullheaded and your career never reaches the potential that it could be and maybe out of the league in 3-4 years because you can't figure it out.
Yeah.
I like option one way better. As a young player like that at 23, like CD, you know this, and I regret this. I wish I would have applied myself more in my first few years of NHL hockey. Mm-hmm. I wish I would have dove into the video more. I wish I would have worked on certain things more. I wish I would have taken things a little bit more seriously like I did in the latter half of my career, but I didn't know any better. Mm-hmm. And for that, I paid. I did. I bounced around the league and whatnot, had a great career. I'm proud of everything, but it didn't have to go exactly that way. Had I been able to control the narrative from the start, which all I had to do was put my head down and go to work.
Right.
So for Jordan Walker, that's where he's at now. This will be the last little look he gets before he does get traded or DFA'd. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you how that works out. The carousel starts moving, you get on, and it's like you don't know where you're going to get off.
Right.
And it affects you. So my advice to Jordan Walker would be to put all the outside noise away, whether it's a girlfriend that he has, his friends, his family, his buddies, whatever it is that is not necessarily distracting him, but occupying more of his time, and live at the ball field.
Yeah.
Live at the ball field. Train, work out, watch video, talk to Contreras, talk to Nolan Arenado, call Paul Goldschmidt up, use your resources to make you the best player you possibly can, because you really only get one shot at it. Mm-hmm. And right now, he's turned into an inconsistent player that nobody can trust, so to say.
Sure. I agree. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. By the way, this year's Blues and Brews is only a couple of weeks away, coming up on Friday, September 19th at the Anheuser-Busch Brewery. You can get fired up for the blues season at this outdoor street party featuring live music from Grammy-nominated trio, the band Carey, plus appearances by blues players and alumni, food trucks, on-stage festivities hosted by 101 ESPN's Chris Kerber and Joe Vitale, and more. Tickets are now on sale for Blues and Brews, presented by Bud Light, 101 ESPN, our sister station 92.3 WIL, and Scott Lee Heating Company. Find all the details now at 101ESPN.com. Let's get into the Arch Manning hype. Was it too much? Was it just one game? Or are there serious issues already with Texas, the previous number one team in the nation? That's next on 101 ESPN.
ultimately not good enough. Obviously, you don't want to start off the season 0-1. They're a good team, but I thought we beat ourselves a lot, and that starts with me, and I got to play better for us to win. Can't wait till the second half to kind of get things going.
That was Arch Manning, his post-game comments via KXAN News in Austin, Texas. He didn't play well. I mean, bottom line, Arch Manning did not play well. Carey's got I just looked over. Carey's got the dog, the Australian Shepherd dog
Harry hanging out.
Yeah. Carey, it's nice that you take such a liking to the most popular breed in Missouri in 2024.
Not in 2025. That was the question. It's okay.
Actually, wasn't.
It was. It was.
He actually was on that chair all Freedom Friday.
He was a good boy, too.
Harry's hanging out.
Yeah.
All right, so, Carey, what did you make of Arch Manning's performance?
Oh, it wasn't good. I mean, it wasn't good. It was tough to watch. Again, there were third down opportunities that were available. If you're unable to, pick up first downs on third down, you're probably going to have a long game and struggle. If you got to punt more times than picking up those first downs, your third down efficiency is what allows you to sustain drives. It allows you to move the ball into the opponent's territory. It gives you, changes field and allows your defense to play with more room. So all of those things come into third down conversions, which they just didn't look good. It was a few times where the passes were behind. Ryan Wingo, St. Louis's own, a really good receiver. He dropped a few, but a few were thrown behind him. And so when you're not clicking on all cylinders offensively, you're going to struggle. And again, that is an elite Ohio State defense. I said earlier, defenses tend to pick up the game quicker than the offenses, especially early in the season. But I think Ohio State has the best defensive player in the country, and I think they have the best offensive player in the country, Caleb Downs and Jeremiah Smith. I think those two players are the best players in the country on their respective sides. But, yeah, it was a tough game to watch for old Sark and the Texas Longhorns.
So, Carey, you bring up the fact that Ohio State has a good defense, and I'm not going to push back on that at all. I mean, they're fantastic. My problem, though, was the unforced errors by Arch Manning. Receivers that were open that were missed, timing patterns that were there that were missed. Yeah, there were some drops. I get it. But there were a lot of times where Arch Manning had a play and just didn't execute.
It was bad. I mean, it wasn't, don't get me wrong, it was not good.
No.
It didn't look good. Again, it was like you said, off-target throws that were behind him. It's a weird throwing motion a couple of times where it just looked like maybe he's trying to zip it out there and
Patrick Mahomes,
and he's throwing it behind the receiver. Yeah. But all of those things.
That's the Rutgers guy's job.
No, that's Nebraska.
Nebraska. Red and white teams all over the map, guys. I'll get it someday.
At least you're in the Big Ten.
Who was it last week?
Wisconsin.
That's right.
Yeah. Next week, who knows?
Yeah. But no, I thought it wasn't a good performance for him. 17 for 30, 170 yards. They finally scored late in that game, which I don't know. I thought they were going to get, skunked. I thought Ohio State was going to score again. I think it was an interception that ended up not being an interception.
Yes, it went through the linebacker's hands.
That allowed Texas to keep the ball. But it was just not good football, man. It was tough to watch. I don't know if you can write off Texas just yet, but that was not a good game for Arch Manning or the Texas Longhorns.
Was it a good game for Texas offensive play calling? Because I feel like they missed the boat there, too.
I think it's hard to, when you're not clicking, I think it's hard for a play call. I know it's hard for a play caller to figure out what to call. They were 5 for 14 on third downs. You're not going to, and Ohio State was 3 for 12. They weren't much better offensively, but they were able to have a couple of big plays and score some touchdowns. It's hard as a play caller to know what to call, to know what your quarterback is comfortable running. If you're not able to throw, if I can't get you to throw a simple crossing route and connect where I can throw the ball in front of my receiver on a 3rd and 4 and he's going to go get 15, 20 yards, I become limited in what I can call and what I want to call because now I'm trying to manufacture plays that allow him to be comfortable and get the ball where it needs to be, where the guy can just catch it and fall down.
Yeah.
Right. So I think all of those things come into play when you're a play caller. Your offense isn't clicking or your quarterback isn't clicking the way that you need it to. I think that makes it tough for you.
You mentioned the off target, percentage, and 37%. That's the highest in a single game from a Texas quarterback in 10 years. Oof. There's a ton of hype surrounding Arch Manning. And I think for Ohio State, it's probably good that there was so much hype because he comes in, he's taking on the national champions. there really isn't that much pressure on that team. I didn't think Ohio State played that well. If you look at the box score, you watch the game, it's sort of a different story. Texas outgained them on the ground.
Yeah,
They've had more first downs. They punted less. The problem was they went for 5 fourth downs, and they only got one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so there were certain times where, hey, just punt the ball, man. Like, your quarterback doesn't have it. Or maybe keep it on the ground a little bit more. It's his first big start in college football. I know he started a few other games, but this is the biggest start of his career. Run the ball more. Like, you're having a good ground game throughout the day. You're beating the other team on the ground. Like, give the quarterback a little bit more breathing room and a chance to succeed. I agree with you guys. I didn't think the play calling was all that great. But at the end of the day, you have to execute, and Arch Manning did not do that. Do I think ultimately he will be what we saw on Saturday? No, I don't. I think he will end up finding himself to have a pretty good year. But that's a tough environment to go in to start the season, like your biggest start ever. Mm-hmm. Tough environment.
Yeah, it certainly was. And you're right, Marsh, despite outgaining Ohio State in total offense. I mean, they were 336 yards, Texas was, to Ohio State's 203. First downs were 16 to 11. But it kind of reminded me of an offense that was getting on base, mm-hmm. but they weren't driving. Yeah, they weren't driving runners in,
like the Cardinals.
Yes, exactly. So you could put yourself in those spots, but the difference between having an average team and a great team is capitalizing on your opportunities. I don't think that Arch Manning was the only problem with the Texas offense. You're right; the running game wasn't there. Mm-hmm. I thought Ohio State's defense was outstanding, so you do have to tip your cap to Matt Patricia. Mm-hmm. I thought the way he mixed coverages, he disguised blitzes. Certainly, what they did in the red zone was phenomenal. But there was, I thought, little to no creativity from Steve Sarkisian's offense. Mm-hmm. But my question would be then, I mean, it's not like Arch Manning hasn't been in the offense, the system for a while. He has been, mm-hmm. and that was it. So we can say, well, they didn't really unlock him. They weren't creative, which is true. But why weren't they more creative with a kid that's been in this offense now for a couple of years?
Maybe they don't trust him.
That would be my concern. But it was just one game, tough environment, and all that.
Here's the thing, though, and you guys brought up his throwing motion. There were multiple, and the reason why there were so many passes behind him, he's not stepping into his throws. He is doing that sidearm stuff. I don't know if he was trying to be fancy or if that's his throwing motion. They need to change that. Mm-hmm. Like, they need to change it. Because even the interception that he threw, the first one, like, that wasn't a good ball.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't you think they should have seen it by now?
Well, when you're putting a lot of money out there and the kid's name is Manning, it's kind of like... It's kind of tough to just go away from that.
The throw that was picked off, it was late. It was thrown inside. The DB was able to, it was an out route or a corner route. The DB was able, I mean, he didn't even have to really
It was like it was thrown to him on purpose.
Yeah, it was thrown inside. So that's just a bad throw. I don't know. I didn't see the actual throwing motion on that one. That was just a bad throw. And it was late, which allowed the DB to recover and pick it off. But it was a lot of late behind throws from Arch Manning all day long. And, maybe I don't know if the moment, like those to me aren't coverage issues. That's not, they're playing such a great coverage. It was tough for him to decipher that was just a bad throw. And a couple of those where, again, I was going to say Ronnie Wingo. I think that's his cousin or brother. Ryan Wingo is running and the ball is behind him. He's running an under route where if he catches this ball on the run, he's going to pick up a first down and probably make a big play because he's a electric athlete with the ball in the open field, but you have to be able to get the ball on him at the right time. And unfortunately, a lot of times in that game, Arch was not able to get the ball to his receivers on the run in a timely fashion and allow them to catch the ball and keep running.
Right. Yeah, it was as rough as an opening debut for somebody who was, so hyped coming into the year that you can get.
And
it was only one game.
And let's not forget, too, his first game on the overhype train, number one team, is against probably a team that could have also been number one.
Certainly, and are number one now.
Here's the thing. I don't think that Ohio State offense is that good.
Well, but
Sayan did not look good.
No, he didn't, but that was his first game, too. So,
absolutely.
I mean, in fairness, Marsh, you had said it in the opening segment, we don't know what these teams are yet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be a little bit before these offenses start to click. And Carey had mentioned how you don't have that chemistry right out of the gate yet. So ultimately, I don't think anybody was super impressive among the teams that were highly touted coming into the year. Now, Florida State was impressed, but they were unranked.
They do have a big game, their next game.
Who's that?
Fire Up Chips just went and did their job.
Yes.
Longhorns got San Jose State next. San Jose State's going to be pissed off.
They're going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
If they lose that game, I don't need to hear anything else about Texas or Arkansas.
They're not going to lose that game.
Horns, Carey.
You got the shirt on.
I do.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't know if that's a Longhorn, but you do have one.
I'll show you.
Oh, boy.
No, it's right here. Look.
No, yeah, I see you. Yep. Is Micah Parsons just a product of the Star? You'll hear this rant next on 101 ESPN. Well, football is back. In fact, the NFL starts on Thursday, and Underdog is the best place to select entries and win money all season long. You play right here in Missouri. So you got the matchup coming up this Thursday night between the Eagles and Cowboys. You also have the Chiefs playing on Friday, and then, of course, a full slate on Sunday. Playing on Underdog, super easy. You just choose a couple of players, whether you love the matchup, and if you love the matchup, go higher on their stats. So higher on rushing yards, higher on passing yards, higher on certain players' touchdowns if you want. Or if you don't like the matchup, you can go lower on rushing yards, lower on touchdowns. You get the idea. Get your entries right, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. You could play for as little as $1 at Underdog. And I got a special offer for you. Download the app today. Sign up with the promo code Anthony to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. Again, that promo code is my first name, Anthony. Millions of fans have already won billions making plays on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog. Make plays, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Micah Parsons, as we know, was traded to the Packers last week, and now you got, of course, all information coming out, including that he's going to need apparently some shots, at least going into this weekend's
my man
game.
likes to party, huh?
No. Not those type of shots. Shots to make sure that he can play. He's got a bad shoulder/back.
Oh, wow. That doesn't sound great.
I can go play right now. I get a shot of
I got
Toradol.
hit by that car right now.
Give me 20 minutes. Good to go.
Yeah, according to Adam Schefter of ESPN, Micah Parsons has been dealing with a L4/L5 facet joint sprain in his back, and he may take epidural injection prior to Sunday's game versus the Lions if needed to help him play, according to, again, Adam Schefter.
That doesn't sound great. I mean, I haven't had that injury. I've had a lot of injuries, and I can't imagine that getting shot up before your first game for your new team. Like, Green Bay has to be privy to this information because for a trade to go through, Carey, the medical records have to be exchanged.
Yeah, they
have to approve the trade anyways, or they could say, no, that's damaged goods, and the trade is nullified.
Yeah, they had to. I'm sure they had to have a physical, and most trades are, done pending a physical. You know, whether or not this person passes.
They're going to give that guy all that kind of money,
correct.
too.
I don't think it's a huge deal. I mean, an epidural shot. I know women get those shots when they're in labor to deal with pain. I've never had one playing football. Never wanted one. Most I was going to get was a Toradol shot, which was like Advil. That's what they told me. So I took it.
Yeah, like 12 Advil.
Well, it felt good.
Maybe 20.
Maybe. It's a shot. One and done.
I had
You're good.
cortisone straight into my knee.
I have gotten cortisone shots.
Yeah, that didn't feel great. Into my foot, too.
Some other ones.
And another time. My rib cage.
So you want to play professional sports, do you?
My ribs still never healed right.
You
Can't sleep
feel
on
better.
my side.
You feel better when you get the shot, though.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
I didn't like getting those shots because I had a joint issue, AC joint, and they brought out a needle that was probably 6 to 8 inches long to try to stick it in my shot. You got to get it all the way down in there. And I said, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
The needle looks like worse pain than actual what I'm dealing with right now.
That's
so
what they stuck in my knee, all the way up underneath the kneecap. And the needle was like 6 inches long.
Yeah.
Good.
It's kind of crazy. With this, I think Micah will be fine. I mean, no football player deals with, every football player deals with pain and injuries and things of that nature. And you'd be surprised how many people do take extra medicine and get shots in order to be able to play. But I think he's going to be the back tightness. The back issue for me is probably more of a concern than a shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, your shoulders are never okay. I play fullback. Like, my shoulders still hurt. I can't lay in one position for too long without pain shooting through my body.
I noticed that.
Yeah, you saw it. But it's it's very difficult. That's part of the football. That's part of playing football. But for me, the back would be more of a concern because when you get tightness, stiffness, whether you start to deal with some disc issues, then you start having limited, feeling running down your legs. You start feeling like your feet are numb, your toes are numb. I dealt with it's always sleep. I don't know. I just got done. I can't even walk. But yeah, that to me is more of a concern than any shoulder issue. The shoulder joint.
So do you think the Cowboys looked at some of this and maybe their doctor said, Do you think maybe that's why they hesitated on some of the money?
I think the Cowboys are just foolish.
I'm just asking a serious question.
I don't, because they just paid Deron Bland a $90 million contract, and he only played 5 games last year. So I don't think that I don't think the injury issue or what potentially could have been, because he's going to play.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he's going to miss time because of this to start the season. Maybe it'll start lingering, and he has to miss time later in the season, but he's going to play. So, no, I don't think that had anything to do with them not signing him. I think that Jerry Jones just said, you know what, I'm not doing it. And Micah said, me neither. And they went their separate ways.
All right, so more on Micah Parsons. Here's this audio is from Woodward Sports Network. Micah Parsons isn't as good as people make him out to be. At least this is what this was. A caller, Marsh, or a host?
It was a host.
As a host. There you go.
For Detroit?
Yeah.
Way to go. Way to piss them off.
If Micah Parsons were in Cincinnati, he'd just be a regular good defensive end. Because when you boil it all down, with Micah Parsons, for me, he's good. No doubt he's good. I'm not going to tell you he's not good. Would I rather him not be in our division? Sure, I'd rather him not be in the division. But if you expect me to, sit here and shake and get PTSD on a Sunday night laying in bed, no, that's not going to happen, man. You're a Dallas Cowboy. You're overvalued. If he's so sweet, why did they give up 55 touchdowns as a defense last year? Second worst in the league, only to Carolina. If he's so sweet, why were they the 25th ranked defense last year? If he's so sweet.
Couple things.
Wow.
What? Who led the league in sacks last year?
Player?
Yeah.
Was it Micah Parsons?
No.
No.
It was Trey Hendrickson. Where does he play?
Cincinnati.
So the correlation for Cincinnati threw me off to begin with. If he played for Cincinnati, he'd probably lead the league in sacks like Trey Hendrickson did, dummy. That's number one. Number two.
And still hemorrhage points.
And still not lead the league and still be 25th or 26th in total defense. That's a team stat. This man rushes the passer. Now, what I did here is the thing that frustrated some Cowboys front office and ownership was Micah may do his own thing, which tends to leave you in stressful situations when it's time to run the ball for the opposition because you're out of place and not where you're supposed to be. The run game is not something that he may lean heavily into. He might not care about the run game as much as he does the pass game because he wants to sack the quarterback. Because why? People pay pass rushers that get sacks. They don't pay defensive ends that stop the run. Nobody gives a damn about those. So it goes back to what we were talking about the other day with contract situations. You want to do what gets you paid, a la hit home runs or strike out because I'm going to get paid for that.
So now he's
not
going to
hit
stop the run?
No, he's not. Hell no.
That's money. I'm just saying.
But again,
if he's so sweet.
I had a teammate in Dwight Freeney who said every play is a pass, unless it's a run.
Yeah.
He get paid to rush the passer. Dwight Freeney's in the Hall of Fame. So this notion that Micah Parsons isn't that sweet, sir.
That also came from Detroit radio.
Sir.
I'm just saying, no offense, Anthony.
No, I mean,
you probably don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, but you did do it in Detroit.
Yeah.
That man can play football and get after the quarterback.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the comment that if you play for the Cowboys, you're overhyped? Is there any truth to that?
I don't agree with that with Micah Parsons because I don't think it matters where he is. I think T.J. Watt, if T.J. Watt is a superstar, Myles Garrett is a superstar. They play in Cleveland and Pittsburgh. If Micah Parsons plays in Green Bay, he's still going to be a superstar, in my opinion. He's still going to get after the quarterback. He's going to get 12 to 15 sacks, and he's going to be a really good player because he's a really good player.
Dr. Zander from the Snake Pit says, aside from sacks, speed, size, and general football ability, Parsons has nothing.
There you go.
Very, very true.
I think that, and I haven't gone through all of the. I think it was a report either by the Athletic or ESPN that broke down kind of what happened in Dallas with Micah Parsons. But the bottom line is Jerry Jones. I think his pride got in the way, and eventually, like Carey said, the two sides just agreed it's better to move on. Cowboys got draft picks, probably didn't get enough in the deal.
Oh, they got that defensive tackle they were looking for.
They got Kenny Clark, who apparently was the key to all this.
He's going to lead them to a championship.
Yeah, well, they're going to be able to stop the run this year.
But
there you go.
They decided to move on. But the Packers got a premium pass rusher, and he's going to play on a better team overall, a better defense overall. So the stats are going to look much better, too. I mean, you can't just say, well, the Cowboys were horrible defensively, so therefore everybody on that defense was bad. You also have to consider Dak Prescott being hurt, the Cowboys not being able to move the ball consistently on offense. I mean, there's a lot that plays into it. It's not just whether or not, a team gives up a bunch of points and therefore they stink and all the players suck and they're overhyped. And we can't have it both ways with the Cowboys. We can't say, well, nobody likes them. They're always, the Jerry Jones doesn't know what he's doing and the team's not America's team and blah, 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 and then say, well, they're overhyped. If they were overhyped, we would be praising them constantly. We'd be talking them up constantly. and we're not.
And I think that, like, Micah Parsons has been pretty durable. He missed 5 games last year. He still had 12 sacks.
Yeah.
But he hasn't missed a game. I'm trying to see, when did they start the 17-game season? 22? 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
COVID year, was it?
Sure. So
21 or
3 years, 2 or 3 years ago.
Stalter.
Yeah, he's played in pretty much every game. Played every game last 2 years, and then not last year, the 2 years prior to that, and 16 games before that. He's pretty much healthy every single year, and he's a superstar. And the Dallas Cowboys are known for paying their superstars. They are known for not allowing superstars to leave the building. I think Jerry Jones messed up, but he feels like he got something in return, 2 very high first-round draft picks over the next couple of years, and a defensive tackle that probably will stop the run, Jamie.
Yeah, it could be way better on the run.
But they ain't going to get after the quarterback.
Stephen Jones.
Yeah. So, good luck to those guys.
All right. It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Has Alabama's dominance in college football come to an end? Or is it just one bad game against FSU? That's next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals look to get back in the win column. They lost yesterday to the Athletics by a final score of 11-3. Miles Michaelis will be on the mound for the Cardinals going up against Luis Severino. First pitch tonight is at 6:45. Over the weekend, Florida State, unranked Florida State at the time, defeated Alabama, who was ranked number 8, 31-17. Has Alabama's dominance in college football come to an end? We will discuss that next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Straight ahead inside the 10. Keeping his balance. Getting help from his friends. Finding his way to the goal line and in.
Audio courtesy of ABC. So has Alabama's dominance in college football come to an end? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Look, I think that they are a competitive SEC program. Nick Saban's no longer there. I don't think we just assume that they're just going to continue to, keep this dynasty rolling. They're not. I don't think they're going to completely fall off the map. But that was shocking to watch them on Saturday in Tallahassee do what they did. I think I undersold Florida State, but I just figured, well, with all that talent that Alabama has, I know that Kalen DeBoer is good. Mm-hmm. Got Washington to a national championship.
Yeah, it's a different animal, though, man.
It certainly is, but I don't think he forgot how to coach.
No, but did he have players that were this good? And what I mean by that is, maybe I'm not clear. Like, Washington had some good players, and he did a good job coaching it, but these are hyped up, high-level recruit players that may be treating him like a substitute teacher, kind of like the newbie, the real teacher, dad's gone, we got the neighbor here that's coaching us now. Because there are some reports coming out, and I can't verify them completely, but there are reports that some of the players missed the team bus in the morning and things like that, like stuff that Nick Saban would have sent these guys home for, probably, or certainly not played them that day. Yeah. And again, this is all hearsay. I wasn't there. I don't know. But if any of it is true and you're watching the play on the field, I saw some guys that were, like I said earlier today, the details were just missed. And some of it was the give a crap meter wasn't there on some of them. Yeah. They highlighted a couple of players who are just jogging around the field. I don't know what's going on, if DeBoer just doesn't have their respect, or if the way he runs his team is too loosey-goosey for what this program is. But right now, this does not look like any Alabama team I've seen in recent times.
Yeah, to answer your question, is the dominance over? Yes. And it's solely because of Nick Saban. Nick Saban, some people would call him a tyrant. But one thing that he was disciplined and detailed, and you saw that in his teams. His teams were disciplined, they were detailed, they did not stop, they did not quit. You could be up by 45, and they could be playing an FCS school. It could be the end of the fourth quarter, and he is coaching his butt off, and he is still on guys about doing the right things, and if they aren't, they're going to get an earful. I go back to last year, where, I don't know if you remember this, Malachi Moore, the starting safety for Alabama, had a complete lost his damn mind, throwing his mouthpiece, snapping, not coming out of the game. Mm-hmm. That would never have happened on a Nick Saban coached team. Yeah. Never. That man he would not have done that with Nick Saban, in my opinion, because I never saw it. I never saw a player respond or react where coaches are trying to get him out of the game and he's telling them, no, I'm not going. Nick Saban was a disciplinarian, and it won championships. And I'm sure there were a lot of players that hated how strict it was, how hard it was, how meticulous it was. But the results were championships. Kalen DeBoer went to a national championship game at Washington. He coached a hell of a team. He did a fantastic job. But this is a different animal, what you're dealing with now. And if you don't have the discipline, they're not going to win. I read a stat that said Nick Saban lost 4 games to unranked teams in 230 games coached at Alabama. Kalen DeBoer has lost 4 games to unranked teams in 14 of those games. Like that's the detail, that's the discipline, that is being locked in, doing what you're supposed to do every single snap, not taking a play off. And if you're watching a team that is not giving effort, that is not running hard, it's not because they're not talented, it's because they're not being coached hard enough or well enough. And I don't know that Kalen DeBoer I think he's a good coach. Obviously he is. He's played, and I mean, he's won at the highest level. But this is different, and they're not doing the things that they need to do for Alabama football to have success.
Do you guys think that they should have brought in one of the Nick Saban disciples?
Who are you going to bring in? Kirby Smart is at Georgia.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael Locksley coached with him. He's at Maryland. He's having a tough time. Sark was there. Who else has been there? He's had a
Kiffin.
few. Lane Kiffin, he ain't going back to Ole Miss. He's at Ole Miss. Like, you've had a bunch of guys that have had, and they're having success elsewhere.
Right. Should have put Belichick there in Alabama.
We'll get to him.
Similar personalities, though, him and Saban.
Yeah. They were really good friends. I mean,
it's really
would have been better than North Carolina.
But this is also why I laugh and joke when people talk about, the SEC is so. Alabama was dominant. If Nick Saban was coaching at Michigan State like he had in years past, Michigan State and the Big Ten would have been dominant. If he was coaching at Miami or at North Carolina, like that's Nick Saban was that. He is that in college football. Alabama was dominant because of one person, and now you're seeing the transition of the transition of power going to Kalen DeBoer, and the landscape is going to be vastly different. And I do think NIL plays a part in it. I do think transfer portal plays a part in it. But Nick Saban recruited his butt off. He got those 5-star recruits to come in and sit behind other 5-star recruits. That made your life and your depth that much easier when a guy does miss a bus. Don't matter. You know why guys wasn't missing no buses? Because they knew their job was in jeopardy every single day if they didn't show up and do their job well enough. And I think that that's part of the transition as well. It's just a different philosophy, a different mindset, and you're seeing Alabama, and they don't look good.
Florida State also played a hell of a game.
They did.
They did go. I mean, I think this isn't a yeah but situation. This is a yeah and.
Yeah.
Like yes and. Gus Malzahn's ground game was outstanding.
Man, I feel like he has Alabama's number.
And he gloated. Did you see that?
No, I
felt like old times, he said on Twitter.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it felt like old times.
Gus Malzahn said that?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Good for him.
Of course, Gus Malzahn was the former head coach at Auburn. Yeah, I mean, the misdirections, the tempo, orchestrating, just a punishing attack. 230 yards on the ground for them. I loved he threw the book at them. Power reads, jet motions, counters. What's the one play called? The GT counter.
Guard and tackle, yeah.
I think it's a bluff reverse. The one play where 19 scored, where they fake the counter, and they come around with the reverse. And the
that's a hard play. That's a tough play because you're reading the guard and tackle. The guard pull, running back goes that way.
That was a
and
beautiful
they send something
design.
the other way. It's going to be tough.
That was a beautiful design. So we know Gus Malzahn does a great job with the ground game. Tommy Castellanos came in, talked a bunch of smack, and then delivered.
He wasn't wrong either.
He wasn't wrong.
Nick can't save y'all.
Yeah.
And he couldn't. He ain't coaching. It's
no,
a
he's
different
not.
team.
Yep.
Alabama, I'm looking at their schedule.
It's tough.
They're going to have...
They might not win. They're going
to have 4 or 5 losses this year.
I don't think they're a playoff team.
I don't know.
No.
Which is crazy to think that.
I thought they would be. I thought this... Not that there's going to be some sort of Nick Saban-esque return, but I did think, given the talent that they have, DeBoer's now making another year there in Tallahassee, I thought that perhaps
Kalen DeBoer might not make it to the end of the year.
Is he a product of Michael Penix?
Well, I heard
he was at
Michael
Indiana.
Penix.
He was the offensive coordinator when Michael Penix.
Michael Penix is a good player. I keep telling you that, Anthony.
I know Michael Penix is a good player.
Now they're going to win the division because of him.
I hope so, Carey. I really do. I hope so.
Your disdain for your team.
I don't. Carey, it's been
your lack of
seven straight years, 7 straight losing seasons.
They didn't have Michael Penix all those years.
You're right.
We got a text from the
Matt Ryan,
636.
He went to a Super Bowl.
Go ahead, Marsh. Sorry.
Heard a wise man once say, never be the guy after the guy.
Yeah.
I agree with
Good
that.
call. Yep. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 at ESPN.
Good
I
advice.
was going to say, ask Royce Clayton about that.
Yeah.
It was tough for him. He's a good
And
player.
Royce
too.
Clayton was a good player.
He's a good player.
Mm-hmm. Jamie just brought up Bill Belichick. Bad game or is it a bad idea just to hire him? Like Carey said all
Bad
along.
idea to take the job.
We'll talk about Bill Belichick next on 101 ESPN. Well, I just went out to Auto Centers Nissan out in Herculaneum today. I love going in there, even when I have to take the vehicle in for some service. I unfortunately ran over a screw and had to get the tire replaced. But the service department at Auto Centers Nissan, they get you in and out quickly. They're very courteous. I hear them interact with other customers as well. It's not just how they interact with me. I overhear certain conversations, and they're always so honest, and they put the decision in your hands. But beyond that, Auto Centers Nissan out in Herculaneum, they've got over 1,000 vehicles all in one location. So right in their dealership, whether it's a used car you're looking at or new, they've got them. So when you go to AutoCentersNissan.com and you peruse their selection, you can actually find and test drive the same vehicles that you found online right there in their dealership. It's not like other dealerships where sometimes you go out and you say, hey, I'm looking at the whatever, and then they say, well, that's at our other lot. You're going to have to go out there. Not at Auto Centers Nissan Herculaneum. They've got their 30-day return promise as well. Within 30 days, if you want to bring the vehicle back for any reason, they'll refund your money. They've got financing options for everyone and a lifetime warranty on all new Nissans. You can't beat their pricing, their customer service, or their selection. It's Auto Centers Nissan Herculaneum. Tell them Stalter sent you. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Bill Belichick had a really, really nice debut. The North Carolina Tar Heels got off to a fast start, boys. 7-0. Mm-hmm. Then I turned it off. I assume they won.
Dude.
Yeah, it was a blowout.
It was a blowout.
I'm sure. So big stuff there from old Bill Belichick, huh, guys?
Yep.
He's back. He's going to show this college football world what a couple of Super Bowl rings look like.
That's not the blowout.
He can show them what the rings look like.
Yep.
He can show them his rings. He can definitely do that.
Yes, all kidding aside, North Carolina got absolutely dismantled last night by TCU. National televised game. Bunch of former UNC alum in the house, ready to go. And North Carolina did start off 7-0, and then the wheels fell right the fast lane off.
Anthony, the score was 48-14, and it wasn't that close.
It wasn't that close at all. At all. Was this just a bad game?
It was a bad idea, man.
Do we need to let things kind of work itself out a little bit before we rush to judgment?
Before
we had the audio.
Before we absolutely dismantle our guy Bill here, was it more of a bad idea to hire Bill Belichick for this job, or was it a worse idea for Bill Belichick to take over this team?
It's a worse idea for Bill to take over this team.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, if
North Carolina's doing what they thought was right.
But all jokes aside, if like Bill Belichick had, let's say, picked or was hired to coach Alabama or picked Alabama, like that would be a better situation.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Like, I think if he stepped into a better team, maybe, like, this team's garbage. They're garbage. Like, I don't know if Nick Saban or name your coach. I don't know if anybody else has more success with this team.
I think the reason why it looked so bad, and I said this going into the season, this is college football is not what Bill Belichick is known for. Like, it is completely different coaching 18 to 22-year-olds as it is coaching 22 to 35-year-olds. Like, the majority of your roster is still young, under 21, immature, not able to lock in, and couple that with a team that may not have as much talent as needed to be able to be successful. You're going to run into a TCU team that beats the hell out of you. You just weren't good enough, both athletically and probably in terms of what Bill Belichick wants or needs in terms of discipline. I didn't even see him upset on the sideline. Like, I again, the coaches that I know, Nick Saban, Bill Belichick, like, they are sticklers for discipline, doing what you're supposed to do, do your job, make sure you're on task all the time. Mm-hmm. Unless you know you ain't got a team that is capable of doing that, and then you're not frustrated. I don't know about you. I didn't see one moment where Bill Belichick looked like he was gritting his teeth, he was angry, he was pissed off.
No.
It's like, yeah, either I expected this or I don't have the juice to give like I had. It's one or the other. Because normally if you were getting your butt kicked like that, Bill Belichick would be giving people an earful, yelling, fussing, cussing.
That's why I go back to my Alabama comment on this one, is that, like, Bill might just feel defeated to, like, the job is just too big. Like, not too big, like, as far as he can't hit, but it's like, like, this team's way farther than I thought from being a really good team.
He had to have known that in the offseason.
I don't know. I think Bill maybe was a little bit full of himself, thinking that even now I can change this.
Well, yeah, okay, so
I don't know.
Yeah, Adam Sandler, as we know, most of his movies over the last 10 years or so, they all have his buddies. Like, this feels like the Adam Sandler, the two movies where he had what was the name of all his buddies. I know which
Halloween?
movie. No. The
That was a terrible movie.
Grown-ups?
Grown-ups. Yeah.
Oh, I like those.
Okay, but it's really just an excuse for him and all his buddies to,
be in
do movies. If you look at,
There's a story there, Anthony. They did have
lots of
the old coach
stories.
Anthony, he created the
burying the old coach.
He was so good at shooting the basketball off the backboard.
Backboard and
He
in,
created the
Yes.
bank shot.
You're right. Right. It was Tim Duncan actually watched Adam Sandler do that. If you go to North Carolina's coaching staff, Bill Belichick head coach, Michael Lombardi as the general manager. Michael Lombardi, who I really enjoyed the podcast. He was somebody that worked for Al Davis, and he's got a lot of his resume is pretty good. But he's been out of football for a while. Him and Belichick are really good buddies. So Michael Lombardi's the general manager. Freddie Kitchens was I think he was
the head coach of Cleveland, wasn't he?
Yes.
He's not on that staff.
He certainly is. Marsh. Freddie Kitchens is the offensive coordinator.
Oh, man.
Offensive coordinator inside ends.
Oh, boy.
Matt Lombardi. Last name sound familiar?
A little bit.
Michael Lombardi's son is the quarterback's coach. If you keep going.
Well, you got Belichick's son on
Steve
staff.
Belichick is the defensive coordinator. Brian Belichick is defensive backs and safeties coach. Jamie Collins, who played for the Patriots, and Bill Belichick is the inside linebackers coach. He took the job. He brought in all of his people, and now he's rolling with this.
This is not abnormal. Like, if you look at a lot of those coaching staffs, they do hire their boys, which, tip of the cap, you got to keep a job.
If you're trying to, I don't know.
Win?
Is he, though?
You might want to go with some. Okay, would Bill Belichick do this if he was still coaching the Patriots and he's got Tom Brady?
If he's got Brady, it doesn't matter who he has as coach.
So,
very true.
I was just going to ask, is Bill Belichick or Bill Belichick? Jeez. Is Bill Belichick a great coach without Tom Brady? Look at the track record. He's not.
No, but what?
Come on, there are some games, there are some championships where his schemes won. Like Brady was good.
The Rams Super Bowl.
But Belichick's schemes, and not just a Super Bowl, there were other playoff games where the defensive schemes and the way he drew up the game plan, yes, Brady was good, but Brady had nothing around him, and they were still winning.
He also let Nick Foles beat him in the Super Bowl.
Yes, he did.
And Brady had like 700 yards passing that game, didn't he?
Yep.
Well, to Jamie's point, it was almost like the first three Super Bowls were Belichick, and then the next however many were Brady. But what Hall of Fame head coach didn't have
good quarterback,
a great quarterback too?
Right. But especially for that length of time.
Tell me, like Don Shula when he
how many Super Bowls did
before,
Andy Reid win without Patrick Mahomes? Like
that'd be zero.
Did get to the Super Bowl though.
He went to 4 NFC Championship games.
He had McNabb, and McNabb was really good. I mean, but he won Super Bowls with Mahomes. Yeah. Bill Walsh had Joe Montana and Steve Young. I mean, there's
the key. He got the next quarterback.
He did.
You
got
can't
the next
have one
quarterback
without the other. Like, is Bill Belichick a great coach? I think so. Is he the greatest coach of all time with Tom Brady? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, I think that's kind of how it goes. Professional, in NFL. College, it's Nick Saban.
Yeah.
But that last night was a text that just said, I just watching the post-game interview, he wasn't even... Like, there was no surliness. There was no, we're on Cincinnati. Like, it was nothing about the post-game press conference. Like, he
was almost upbeat.
Guys, he's softened up a little bit.
Yes.
All day.
But you can't coach and be soft.
Yeah.
Like, those two things don't go together. Like, you don't want to grind them down to a nub, but you do have to grind on them a little bit to make them to make sure that your team is ready to play. I
looked. I was waiting for it.
Guys, I held back.
I saw you.
Did you see me? I looked at Jamie.
I just kept the feet moving.
No. I was interested in what Carey had to say. I wasn't going there.
You saw me look at him.
To grind him down. I've heard it.
I'm like, what's he going to say here?
Yep. I knew it when I said it.
We do need a new Gauntlet contestant, so if you want to play in the Gauntlet, you can. The Air Comfort Service text line is 314-399-9646, so we're going to do the Gauntlet in a couple of minutes. One last thing, though, on this. The reports after the Falcons hired Raheem Morris and decided to do so over Bill Belichick, who they brought in a couple of times and had, like, lengthy interviews, apparently, one of the things that the Falcons are turned off by was that he was going to do this. He was going to bring in his sons and all his, other people, and maybe even Michael Lombardi was going to have an opportunity to be a part of the front office. Like, the Falcons, like, you know what? We were just kind of hoping for you to be a head coach and, not try to run it like he's doing it with North Carolina, and the Falcons are criticized for it heavily. But now you're seeing it. He's on the back nine. He's collecting a paycheck. Which is really weird because Belichick was probably one of the most competitive dudes ever.
In the clubhouse.
He might be in the clubhouse.
I don't blame him.
He's at the turn.
He should know. He's
already out the clubhouse the second time.
Yeah.
After the after the
Guys,
back nine.
maybe he's enjoying life away from the field a little more than he used to.
Maybe he shouldn't be coaching.
He might be.
If that's the case. It's one game, fellas. He'll be okay.
But does Bill Belichick have a Happy Gilmore 2 in his back pocket, Anthony?
Probably not, Marsh. Probably not.
They got Charlotte this week. Hey, it's a get-right game.
We hope.
If you lose to Charlotte.
It's not.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We do have the Gauntlet next.
categories, one challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter, and we welcome in Chris to the Gauntlet. What's up, Chris?
Hey, how's it going?
Doing great, man. Appreciate you playing. Thank you for listening. Would you like to take on Marsh, Carey, Jamie, or me today in the Gauntlet?
Well, I've tried multiple times to get on and always thought that if I got the chance, I'd have to take on Jamie to give our mutual friend Stouty a good laugh.
Oh, all right. All right, good old Stouty, yes. We miss him dearly. So, all right, good luck, Chris.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, there you go. Jamie's going to head to the Icona Silence. Chris, go ahead and tell Marsh to spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel.
Hoping for a certain category, Chris?
Definitely not hockey, but I'll take random.
Okay. All right, let's see what you get here.
It's not hockey. It's not random. We've been talking a lot of football today.
Ooh, a little football action. All right, Chris, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right. At least it's not hockey. You're going to get 4 football questions. Thank you, Marsh. Each question is worth 2 points unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions become worth 1 point. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. Before Thursday night's 61-6 win for Mizzou, Bo Perbula hadn't eclipsed 50 rushing yards in a game since last November 16th. Against which of Penn State's Big Ten rivals did Perbula come up big that afternoon?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the options.
Purdue, Indiana, or Minnesota?
Let's go Purdue. Final answer.
Question number 2. Brock Purdy eventually became Mr. Irrelevant. Brock Purdy became the only Mr. Irrelevant quarterback in the Common Draft era to start and win a playoff game. When did San Francisco select him with the 262nd pick?
Can't ballpark. Give me the options.
2020, 2021, 2022.
Let's do 21. Final answer.
Question number 3. What position did Hall of Famer Mean Joe Green play for 13 seasons with Carey's Pittsburgh Steelers? We're looking for the position of Mean Joe Green.
It's probably embarrassing, but I don't know this. But we'll just go with defensive back.
What'd you say? Defensive what?
Back.
Defensive back?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Chris, final question. Whose scoop and score helped Ohio State defeat Texas in last year's college football playoff semifinal, 28-14?
I'll go with the options.
JT Tuamaialu, Jack Sawyer, or Caleb Downs?
Still Sawyer. Final answer.
All right, let's bring back Jamie from the Cone of Silence. Chris, how you feeling?
Terrible. Final answer.
All right, marking down terrible. All right, we'll see how Jamie does here. Coming back from the Icona Silence right now. He's putting on his eyeglasses so that he can hear.
Yes.
He's putting in his earbuds so he can see.
I can see, yes.
Yeah. Inside joke that Jamie has shared on the airways, in which he feels like sometimes he needs to put on his eyeglasses when...
I'll go to read my phone in the break, and I'll put in my headphones. This isn't helping.
All right, Jamie, your category today is football.
Gosh, I love football.
Question 1.
Yeah.
Before Thursday night's 61-6 win for Mizzou, Bo Perbula hadn't eclipsed 50 yards rushing in a game since last November 16th. Against which of Penn State's Big Ten rivals did Perbula come up big that afternoon?
I'm going to narrow it down. Please give me the options.
Purdue, Indiana, Minnesota.
I don't think it's Indiana. I don't think it's Minnesota. I'll go with Purdue. Final answer, please.
Question number 2. Brock Purdy eventually became the only Mr. Irrelevant quarterback in the common draft era to start and win a playoff game. When did San Francisco select him with the 262nd pick?
I believe that was 2022. Hang on, though. Yes, I'll go 2022 final answer, please.
Question number 3. What position did Hall of Famer Mean Joe Green play for 13 seasons with Carey's Pittsburgh Steelers?
Defensive tackle. Mean Joe Green with the greatest Coca-Cola commercial ever. One of.
Final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
All right. Whose scoop and score helped Ohio State defeat Texas in last year's college football semifinal, 28-14?
Options.
JT Tuimayalu, Jack Sawyer, or Caleb Downs?
Oh, boy. I'll go with Jack Sawyer. Final answer.
All righty. Let's go over these. Before Thursday night's 61-6 win for Mizzou, Bo Prabula hadn't eclipsed 50 yards rushing in a game since last November 16th. Against which of Penn State's Big Ten rivals did Prabula come up big that afternoon? Chris went with Purdue. Jamie went with Purdue. Correct answer is
Purdue or Purdue.
Oh. 1-1 tie. Both of you needed the options. Whose scoop and score helped Ohio State defeat Texas in last year's college football playoff semifinal, 28-14? You've all said Jack Sawyer. Correct answer is
it's Jack Sawyer.
Both of you needed the options. So we have a 2-2 tie.
Oh, no.
Intercepted at the goal line.
Great
Jack
play.
Sawyer.
Brock Purdy eventually became the only Mr. Irrelevant quarterback in the common draft era to start and win a playoff game. When did San Francisco select him with the 262nd pick and the final pick that year? Jamie, you said?
2022.
2022. Chris went with 2021.
Ooh.
Correct answer is
2022.
Jamie takes a 2-point lead because Jamie did not use the options on that question. Comes down to this, boys. What position did Hall of Famer Mean Joe Green play for 13 seasons with Carey's Pittsburgh Steelers? Now, Jamie, you, of course, went with?
Defensive tackle.
Chris went with defensive back. If it's defensive back, we got a walk-off. If it's any other position, including defensive tackle, well, Jamie wins today. Chris.
You have chosen poorly.
You lose.
Not today.
Of course, Mean Joe Green did play defensive tackle for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Can I clarify that question? I played for Mean Joe Green's Pittsburgh Steelers. He didn't play for my Steelers.
Okay, all right.
I like the way you did that,
Massive
Carey.
respect there, absolutely.
I like the way you did that.
That's Mean Joe Green.
Mean Joe Green. Pretty serious Pittsburgh Steeler.
That's a good call all the way around. Yeah. All right, Chris, I'm sorry. Jamie got you. He was on one today. He won 6-2.
I can't be mad. I got a couple right. So I appreciate the time. Let me play.
All right, Chris. Thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate you very much.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too, buddy. Chris. Thank you. Again, thanks for playing. Thanks for participating today. Jamie, nice work, man. You were locked in.
Yeah, thanks. Thank goodness I knew the two. Brock Purdy, that's always a tough one because the football, the years, I'm not very good with the years, draft.
The years like that. The years are tough.
They are tough.
The years get carried. They get all those.
I was pretty sure about Mean Joe Green. Kind of grew up with my dad talking about Mean Joe Green, Pittsburgh Steelers, all that stuff.
All that fun stuff.
Yeah.
You can join TMA at the return of the Lemmings Open Friday, October 3rd at Oak Valley Golf Course and Resort, brought to you by Michelob Ultra. Get your foursome together to join Tim, Martin, Doug, and Jackson for a day out on the course, including breakfast from Donut Drive-In, lunch from Lion's Choice, an after party with food from Small Sliders. Hey, we love Small Sliders here in the Fast Lane. All your Michelob Ultra beer and seltzers. Registration opens this Friday morning at 8 a.m. with a portion of the proceeds benefiting Birdies for Bipolar. Find all the Lemmings Open info now at 101ESPN.com. We've got some Blues bold predictions that were given to Jeremy Rutherford at The Athletic for the Blues' upcoming season. We'll dive into those next on 101 ESPN. Football's back. You got to try Underdog. Underdog Fantasy, best place to play. Place your select entries, win money all season long. It's not just the NFL. The NFL is certainly fun to play. It's college football, too. You can play right now in our state of Missouri, and playing on Underdog, super easy. Find some matchups that you love. Maybe it's a certain team that you follow and you have a good beat on. Well, don't stop telling your buddies about how a certain running back was going to go off in a certain matchup. Go to Underdog, choose that running back to go higher on his rushing total. Find a couple other plays that you like. Get your entries right, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash for playing for as little as $1 at Underdog. Again, this weekend, there's a lot of games that you can look at, from the Eagles and Cowboys on Thursday night to the Chiefs and Chargers. They play the International Series in Brazil on Friday, and, of course, a full slate on Sunday. So choose your matchups. Download the app today. Sign up with my promo code Anthony to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. Again, that promo code is just my first name, Anthony, at Underdog. Millions of fans have already won billions making plays on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make plays, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.inspigambling.org. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Appreciate everybody listening in and enjoying. Hopefully, everybody had a great weekend. Certainly, there's a lot of action going on at the Jamie Rivers household. saw the photos.
Did have a lot of people there. When you invite people and then you just kind of lose track. It's kind of what happened.
Oh, damn, there's a lot of people here.
People were showing up that I was like, oh my. Then there was a group of people I didn't even know that were there.
That's when you know it's a good party.
I didn't even know who they were. And I had to ask Ashley, I'm like, who are these people?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, the word kind of got out and some of the new hockey parents from Reed's team this year decided, okay. So, we kind of know them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, not complete strangers, but
we know of them.
Yeah, it was great. Everybody was wonderful. We had a great time.
Well, speaking of hockey, the
Big
Blues...
thanks to Dirt Cheap, by the way.
Yes.
Dirt Cheap came through with lots of party favors for the festivities, and we had a great time, and people had fun, and they were careful out there.
I also saw the sign that said, let's get dirty.
Let's get dirty, yeah.
You mentioned hockey. Blues subscribers, they handed in their bold predictions for the 25-26 season, big trades, awards, and a Stanley Cup, ? So this is from Jeremy Rutherford's recent article at The Athletic. Our guy, JR. I don't know if you just kind of want to bounce around to some of these, Marsh.
I suggested that Marsh, you kind of read them off, and we kind of react. Read and react.
Read and react.
All right.
Like a good Florida State running game.
Oh, boy.
Nice. Let's start with the first one. It pertains a guy that I feel like people they have mixed feelings on this guy, and that's Jordan Kyrou. And this one's from Philip H., a part of JR's article. Jordan Kyrou scores 40 goals and breaks the 80-point barrier for the first time in his career.
Wow.
I agree with that.
I can see that.
I agree with that. I mean, he had 37 goals a couple of years ago. And, I mean, we saw the magic that was when he was teamed up with Braden Shen and Dylan Holloway. So, and that also, let's not forget that season wasn't a full season of playing alongside Dylan Holloway either. They didn't start the season together, and then obviously the injuries at the end kind of stunk. But, yeah, back in 22-23, Jordan Kyrou had 37 goals, 36 assists, 73 points. In 21-22, he had 75 points. Last year, 70. There's absolutely no reason why Jordan Kyrou, cannot eclipse 80 points. But with 37, 31, 36 goals, the next level for him is that 40-goal plateau. So I like that prediction. And if it comes true, I love it for the Blues.
This one comes from Dana D. Dylan Holloway leads the team in scoring with 42 goals.
What do you guys think?
Well, we just had Jordan Kyrou at 40-something goals, right? So I don't think that Dylan Holloway is going to get to 42, but I do think he's going to have another big season provided he could stay healthy. I mean, that was the big thing. And the Blues missed his presence last year, and it shuffled up the lines. They still almost beat Winnipeg. But while I don't see any sort of regression from Holloway or Broberg for that matter, since we always kind of pair those two up, I think 42 goals is a bit high.
Yeah, so let's just use the simple thing called stats. Last year he played 77 games at 26 goals. And so let's say he scores 10 more goals. It still brings him to 36 goals, not 42. To ask him to score 42 goals,
it's a bit much.
It's a bit much. 63 points, and what was it, Marcia? He was going to lead the team in points?
Lead the team in goals.
Okay, not points.
Oh, you're talking about Kyrou?
No, Holloway.
Holloway leads the team in scoring with 42 goals.
Okay.
Well, scoring, technically, that's points.
That's points, yeah.
The question's worded weird.
Well, they said both. Dylan Holloway leads the team in score. Well, I got you. Yeah. He does say 42 goals specifically, but I get what you're saying about scoring.
We've answered the 42-goal thing, and if they actually meant scoring, too, which means total points, I'm going to say no to that, too, because there's a guy named Robert Thomas that I think is going to have a hell of a season, somewhere between 95 and 100 points. That's going to be tough for Holloway to go from 63 to 105 points, I'd say, to eclipse Robert Thomas. But either way, it's exciting to think about maybe 2 40-goal scorers on your team, maybe 3 or 4 guys in the 30-plus goal club. Looks good for the Blues. I like that. What else we got, Marshy?
All right, Jimmy Snuggerud. It will be his first full season with the Blues. Matt M. says Jimmy Snuggerud has 25-plus goals, 20-plus assists, and wins the Calder Trophy.
Sure. I think he can score 25 goals. He played 7 games last year. Scored, was it 7 games in the regular season?
Yes.
Scored a goal, I believe, and had an assist. I'll say I think Jimmy Snuggerud is going to get plenty of opportunities to score, to make big plays. I think he's going to be really good, and I think he's going to be fun to watch. JR said he added 12 pounds. Jamie, you know how important that is to gain some weight. If you keep up speed and be able to move, now you're a little bit heavier. People don't just move you off the puck as easily, right?
Oh, you're right. For sure, right.
A lot of guys gain 12 pounds in a couple of months.
It happens.
I have, but
muscle.
it's usually not.
Muscle's difficult
Not good.
to gain 12
Typically,
pounds.
you do that. There's a saying for that when you go to
can
college.
do it, but you might have to miss some games for it.
Yeah.
Saw a documentary one time.
Did you guys get in the freshman 15?
Freshman 15.
No,
I actually
really?
lost. I lost a lot of weight when I
put
got to
on.
school.
I didn't go to school.
I put on some good weight.
It's good.
Like Jamie saw, I mean, muscle weighs more than fat.
It sure does, Anthony.
That was my first kind of, this is a college program.
College program. The
Okay.
progresses. I lost a lot of weight my freshman year.
Well, my first year of pro hockey, I lost weight. You're playing every other night, and you're sweating, and I was playing a lot at the time, and so...
All right, you guys don't have to throw it in my face, okay?
You gained a lot of weight?
Oh, come on!
That's not good for the R&B career, Marshy.
No, it really isn't.
I wasn't like...
No.
Yeah,
we understand, Marshy. We
Yeah,
understand.
we get it.
Just having a good time.
It happens.
It happens.
But if you want to get back on track, 2 different locations, that mentality,
course.
they've got you covered on that.
They sure do. Tell them that Anthony and Jamie sent you in.
Be the man you want to be.
Speaking of Jimmy Snuggerud, Carey, he had 4 points in 7 games, 1 goal. Look, I don't think he gets to 25 goals, not because I don't think he's a good player. It's going to be a lot. He's never played more than like 35 games in a season. And there's going to be times where Jimmy Snuggerud's going to be battling it a little bit. And I think if he gets between 15 and 20 goals and he gets somewhere between 30 and 40 points, I think that's a good season for Jimmy Snuggerud. Now, if things go the right way and they bounce accordingly for Jimmy Snuggerud, and he ends up playing with Robert Thomas and Buchnevich, and he's on the first or second power play, then that can happen. We saw what happened with Jake Neighbors a couple of years ago, where he found a spot in front of the net, ended up finishing the season with 26 goals when no one saw that coming. So, Jimmy Snuggerud certainly has the ability to score the goals and get the points. I just worry a little bit about the consistency based on the fact that this is going to be a lot more hockey than he's ever played.
Yeah.
All right, so we've been talking about points. Why don't we talk about one of the newcomers, Pius Suter? This is from Stuart E. Suter helps to transform the Blues' penalty kill into a top 5 unit.
Wow, that would be nice. I mean, you love being in the top 10 anytime you can be on special teams. And having done my research and talking to people, talking to Rick Tocchet, who coached Pius Suter, he said that he is one hell of a penalty killer. He's not super fleet of foot, but he finds himself in the right spot at the right time, active stick, good body position, really, really high hockey IQ. And this is an area where the Blues could use some help for sure. So now the penalty kill for the Blues, in fairness to them, got progressively better as the season went on. It was a tough start for them. But it would be nice to have somebody that, throws a leg over the boards every time there's a penalty, and you know that the first 30 to 45 seconds are going to be taken care of pretty well. I'd love to see it. I don't think top 5 is achievable because I think that's really high. Top 10, though, would be unbelievable.
All right, well, there's a number of different bold predictions on Jeremy Rutherford's article. Let's do one more, though. Logan Mailloux, and this is from GR. Logan Mailloux is getting more minutes per game than Justin Falk by the new year.
Ooh, spicy. That's what the kids say, Anthony.
So Logan Mailloux more points than Falk?
No, more ice time.
More ice time.
Minutes per game by when 2026, the calendar year, when it hits.
So let's break it down.
That ball drops, Anthony.
Let's break it down because on the surface you think, there's no way, right? We'll see because I think Logan Mailloux is going to get a lot of power play opportunity. We talked about that shot and his offensive awareness, where if it's Fowler and then Mailloux on the power play, that means Falk isn't. However, that means Falk is probably killing penalties, which means that he'll get extra ice there. it's all going to depend on who's playing in the top 4 and who isn't come the new year. It's going to be tough. I don't think that happens. I think Justin Falks still averages more ice time per game throughout the entire season than Logan Mailloux. But I think they're going to get ice time in different ways.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We have part 1 of our Sports Six-Pack coming up, so send in your questions to the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646. Again, part 1 of the Sports Six-Pack is next.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals in action tonight taking on the Athletics. First pitch is at 6:45. Miles Michaelis on the mound going up against Luis Severino. Cardinals looking to bounce back after an 11-3 loss yesterday to the Athletics. We have part one of our Sports Six-Pack coming up next, so get your questions into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. The Six-Pack is next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six-Pack is now.
Before we get to the Sports Six-Pack, it is a new month, so that means we have to redraft for Bet the Board. Congratulations to Jamie. My man is on an absolute tear.
We should just change the name of the game
to Jamie's Bet the Board.
Yeah. Pretty much.
You guys, honestly, you know what, guys? I know what you're doing, and I don't like it. You disgust me a little bit.
Man, you're just so
Nobody
good at
really cares.
complimenting you.
Nobody cares in a nice way. What you're trying to do right now is start the jinx before the month has even started.
Man,
It's not true.
At this game.
I know you guys. You're spiteful. Anthony, you are spiteful. Carey, I can't believe you're falling into his antics.
When have I ever been spiteful?
I don't know. What day is it?
Tuesday.
Yeah, any day that ends in Y.
That's all of them.
There you go.
Caleb is first up here. He's got the first overall pick. Caleb, will you be taking Jamie Rivers, who tries to go for 5 straight months of winning Bet the Board picks, or are you going to fade Jamie and go with somebody else?
You know, I think it would be a little ridiculous not to pick Jamie on the heater he's on, but divine intervention. My wife and I went to the zoo this weekend with our daughter. We were at the river's edge. There was a little girl there. She said, "Hey, Ma, the cheetah's out. That's my cheetah." I said, "Not so fast, little one. Not so fast." I pulled a Lee Corso. I said, "That's we cheetah."
Well done. Well done, Caleb. Well done.
Oh, man.
So you're going with me?
I'm going with Anthony. I wish I had, some headgear right now. Feeling like Lee Corso.
You'd have like you basically do like Louis' head and then throw off the Blues Louis' head and put on maybe the Wichita State Shockers head.
Shockers head.
Yes.
I won't pull the rest of the Lee Corso and make somebody hit the dump button where he said, "Oh, fast lane that."
He can do whatever he wants at this point.
Caleb, you just inspired me to have a great month for us. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Have a good one. I'll see you on Bet the Board.
Sounds good. See you, Caleb. That's funny. That was well done.
That's very well done.
All right, so Caleb decided to kind of pass on Jamie with the heater.
That's like 3 months in a row that I haven't been picked first.
I mean, you just make those people pay.
And he has.
Yeah.
Took it as a slight.
I took that personally.
I took that personal.
Marshy, what do we got for question 1 for the Sports Six-Pack?
Question number 1.
All right, first one comes from the Water Boy. I noticed a lot of kickoffs are going through the end zone this weekend. Does college football need to change the kickoff rules? Move the kickoff back 10 yards, question mark? Go the route of how the NFL is doing kickoffs.
Well, Carey and I were literally just talking about this. And I don't know if I know the kickers can take some off. I said, let's move the kickers back to like the 10-yard line. And let them just hoof it. And let's just get some action out there. But Carey hated it, so.
Well, no, in the NFL, they did change it to where touchbacks are now on the 35-yard line. I mean, you're 15 yards from midfield, which most defensive coordinators would prefer that player inside of the 20. So the NFL has started kicking the ball in play and forcing those returns to happen because you don't want to get that team up to the 35-yard line. College football, I mean, it's kind of a dead play at this point. They're going to have to make a rule adjustment to where they are kicking it, in play. Maybe they do what the NFL does, because one of the things they're trying to avoid is those big collisions, which, a lot of people used to get put to sleep if you run 40, 50 yards downfield into a bunch of people. It does lead to large collisions and people getting injured. So I think that's part of the reason why they don't mind the kickoffs going into the end zone. It's a safety thing, which is why the NFL took the XFL rules and moved the kickoff team up and the kickoff return team. They line them up now, and so you eliminate those big collisions. College football is probably going to have to do some of that as well in order to prevent the collisions, but also have the kickoff return element in the game.
Question 2, please.
Question number 2.
From the 314, have you listened to the Riz show about the Pick'em Challenge this year?
Yeah, we don't listen to those guys and gals. Talk nonsense. What'd they say?
Oh, so much complaining. It was kind of embarrassing. I felt bad. Mostly I felt bad for Riz, because I could tell in his voice that he was somewhat embarrassed with the complaining that was going on. Moon still has a problem with the ties, and Rafe and Learn were talking about things and talking about how we should they should be they should get like a 2 or 3 week lead, because they're not the sports people and we are. It just, all of it seemed, man, yeah, I wasn't mad. Like in years past, I got angry. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I just felt sorry for them, man. I felt bad. That's worse, isn't it?
That's pity.
Yeah.
It's pity. I felt bad for them.
Well, we've come to expect it. They can't handle it. They can't handle the Moon especially cannot handle the tiebreaker thing at all.
Well, he's having a meltdown.
We did figure out how the tiebreaker works. I don't remember now.
We didn't really. We figured out that the computer weighs certain games.
The point system. Yeah. It's based off of points. We figured it out last year.
Well, we figured out the points, but we don't know how the points work.
Well, it like you got to be closest to 100 or something like that. I don't remember.
You got to get closest to. It's basically it comes down to the Monday Night Football game and the score you put in.
Correct.
Yeah.
But that's still, that's a perfect tiebreaker.
Roulette.
It's a perfect tiebreaker.
Man, get over it.
They shouldn't just get the point because they tied.
That's like asking the NFL to give the 49ers the Super Bowl win because they didn't know the tiebreaker in the Super Bowl.
The rule. Yeah.
And the Chiefs were better than them because they beat them before. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. No, it doesn't make sense
So
at all.
You're right. They did bring that up. There was the tiebreaker thing that they felt that they should automatically get it because of the non-sports show. Well, then all they're doing is just playing for the tie. Then are you ever really trying to win? Not really.
Right. Yeah, I thought this was America. I thought you try to win.
Is it a victory if you've only tied 4 times?
If that's what makes them happy,
Yeah,
I
but
guess,
there's still there's principle involved.
No, I understand that. It's just their expectations are lower.
It should be a shame.
Jamie was right when he said it a couple of times in the last couple of years. If you give in on one thing, it doesn't really matter because they'll just come up with a new reason to complain about something again. It's ridiculous. Now, the punishment, I think, Jamie, you're going on tomorrow morning to hash out the punishment. I don't know if they discussed all the different punishments. I know somebody asked us.
What's wrong, Carey?
The punishment that they had last year was more of a punishment for us.
Well, not all of us.
It was a damn punishment for me. Rafe is a big fella.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
It was a dance.
Yeah.
But they had a dance off, and somehow or another.
That was rough.
Yeah, Rafe was dancing right in the area where I was sitting.
Marshy, what'd you think of the punishment?
Probably.
It was an interesting day.
It sure was. It's a tough go.
Probably not as
I
bad
even had the whistle, and Riz was not listening to the whistle.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. So whatever punishment we decide, let's not make it to where it's a punishment for us as well.
Actually, I don't think this one would be. I think it would be more of a punishment for them. And then they find a way to kind of do their own thing.
Not
they
do
typically
it
do.
quite the way they're supposed to.
Right.
All that. Everything gets manipulated.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, Jamie did at one point when we were talking about this say, hey, what if we do the double show again? Because the one time we lost, this is years ago now.
So long ago.
year one.
Really? For a whole week or one day?
We had to do their show for one day, which may not seem like a punishment.
And it would be for me.
Listen.
One, getting up that early for us in the afternoons. I mean, I like we're up early, so it's not a big deal.
I mean, Marshy.
I don't know about
Marshy. That's a punishment.
I don't know
Waking
about-
up early, and Carey too. Carey doesn't wake up early.
That's because I did wake up early for a morning show, and now I take my time.
I'm not
Carey,
accusing you of anything. I'm just saying.
Carey, I started off on the morning show, so I agree with you.
Yeah, now
And
you
every
boycott
day.
mornings.
Either way, we did their show 4 hours. Then we prepped for our show and did another 4 hours.
4 hours.
The final 2, I mean, we were.
So were they off
gassed.
the entire day?
They were off.
They had the day off.
They had the day off.
I actually don't mind that bet.
I suggested that. I called it a certain name. I don't know if I can say that on the air or not, but I guess I can. Yeah.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, because they see that they have that game called Do It Bitch down there. So you can obviously say it. So I said bitch for a day, meaning like you have to do their show, then you have to serve them lunch, and then you have to do your own show. What? You guys think I'm fired now?
No. You're not fired.
If I get fired for that, after all the other things I said.
I think you said way worse. At least indicate.
Just one day?
Yeah.
That was our
I can do a
suggestion.
week.
They had a few good ones on their show this morning, though. They wanted to put a lemonade stand at the corner of Grand and Shodo.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You can do that.
I was like,
give some lemonade.
Yeah, I was like, okay, fine. And then they had a couple other ones.
Somebody said, wow, 8-hour day, fellas. Must be tough.
Actually, it would be way more than that, though.
It would be way more.
With the prep and everything.
Yeah. But that's funny.
And the cool down after.
Yeah. All right, question 3.
Question number 3.
I'll make this one quick.
All right, from the 314, are the Blues able to win this year if Benner or Hofer have bad games? Does the offense look better in case the defense/goalies are having the yips?
Well, I think the overall defensive scheme helps out. We know a couple of years ago that the Blues gave up tons of volume in shots, and they gave up tons of high danger opportunities, which those usually lead to a lot more goals. Last season, especially under Jim Montgomery, they shut that down pretty good, played a much tighter defensive game, gave up fewer high danger opportunities. So if you have a goalie who might be struggling on said night, at least you're not giving up so many chances. The beauty is you have another goalie sitting on the bench. So if Hofer has a bad first period, you can go to Benner. If Benner has a bad first period, you go to Hofer, which is a nice luxury to have. So I think the Blues can overcome if they have bad goaltending, like not long stretches of it. But again, that's why you have 2 of these guys that are high-level goaltenders.
Well said. All right. We'll get another draft pick for Bet the Board, and we'll get to part 2 of our Sports Six-Pack next on 101 ESPN.
time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six Pack is now.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter. And before we get to part 2 of our Sports Six Pack, Marsh, who do we have as our next contestant for Bet the Board?
We have J. Nick.
J. Nick, how are you?
Good, fellas. How's it going?
Good, thank you.
So I'm off the board, but Carey, Red Hot, Jamie Rivers, and Andrew Marsh are still available. Who would you like to go with?
Well, since Mr. Serious is gone, Anthony Stalter, I am going to go ahead and take the legend, Jamie Rivers.
All right.
I don't blame you.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Go for
We got
5
this.
straight,
Yeah.
J. Nick.
Drive for 5. That's what we're calling this.
Appreciate it, fellas.
J. Nick, any thought that if Jamie does lose for the first time in 4 months, it'd be your fault?
Wow.
Well, as long as he's not the next Cardinals Pobo, I'll be fine with it.
Oh, you wouldn't like me as the Pobo?
I don't think. Yeah.
Well, you'd be a pretty good Pobo if I had to say. You bring Weatherholt up, and I think that's what every Cardinals fan says.
That's true. I mean, the bar's not set very high right now. It can't get much worse, right?
Cool.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I think that's why I'm taking you, James.
Nice. All right, buddy. I'll do my best for you.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, thanks, J. Nick.
All right, we'll see you, boys.
See ya. J. Nick takes Jamie. So Carey and Marsh still available for September. Marsh, fire away.
Question number 4.
All right, this one comes from the 636. Fellas, what year will the Cardinals win their next World Series? You have the option to be an absolute negative buzzkill about this or a positive Pete about this. It's your choice.
Who texted this, Pete?
This was not Pete.
No.
What was the first part of that?
When will the Cardinals win another World Series? What year?
I don't know. We might not see it.
What? So we know which route Jamie's taking.
Negative Nancy sounds like to me.
It's just going to be a while, Carey.
Been a while.
It's been a while. It's going to be a while.
All right, so the
We're
Cardinals...
in a full rebuild right now, basically. You're looking at 5 to 7 years before you're even a contender, and 10 to 12. I mean, come on.
Bloom is going to get this pitching staff back up to speed. It's going to take a minute, though. So I estimate about 4 years for the pitching staff to really come together.
Oh,
all right?
I thought you were going to say championship.
That 5th year will not be good. They'll take a step back, some injuries. But by the year 2034, the Cardinals going to win a World Series.
Win or be
win?
Oh, boy.
What year?
2034.
It's right around the corner.
11 years?
Anthony, that'd be 100
9
years
years.
after
20.
their 1934 World Series win.
Exactly.
There it is.
When they beat, that's right, the Detroit Tigers.
Yes, the Tigers.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I was thinking Motown.
Of course you were.
Back again.
Motown Philly.
Who knew there was a Motown
There was.
Detroit and a Motown Philly?
That's what they call it.
Either way, it's back again.
It sure is.
All right, so 2034.
Man, that's a long time.
That ain't a guess. That's what it's going to be.
That's a long time.
That's a very.
I'm going to be almost 40 years old when that happens.
Jamie said it's never going to
Why
happen.
does he say it like? Why did he say it like that? Why did he say that like that? I'm gonna be almost 40 years old when
Because
that
I'm not
happens.
even 30 yet.
We are the old geezers.
I didn't
Like
say
40
that.
is like
Yeah. Imagine
over
if
the
it had
hill.
said 50.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be 40 when that happens.
This is why I said that. What'd you say, 2034?
Yeah.
May not be around. I'm just saying. You never know, Anthony.
Jamie.
I agree with Anthony.
Anthony, why would you say that?
He knows these things.
Why don't you want Jamie
Thank you,
to see
Carey.
a World Series?
That's kind of.
He knows ball.
Yeah, it's not very nice.
It's 11 years. Jamie will be 61.
That's 9
He'll be
years.
fine.
My math was bad.
9 years, like I said. Jamie will be 59.
10 years away from Anthony's favorite number.
And he's on mentality. He'll be fine. Look at him.
Just keep bringing me back anyways. So. All right.
I don't know. I really don't understand why you guys are so pessimistic toward me when Jamie said it's never going to happen again.
Why do you keep trying to sewer me?
You glossed over that. I gave you a year.
Let it go, Elsa.
I gave you within the last 10 years.
Hey.
Let it go.
Well, if he's no longer here, how would he know if they won?
I wouldn't. I mean, I know, obviously, I'd be looking down. Maybe I helped the Cardinals win. Maybe that's what I do. I reach down from the heavens above, and I go, you go, Cardinals.
That's a spin right.
Best fans of baseball, you're welcome.
Marsh
with a first pitch.
It's been done before.
Marsh, what was your year?
That I came up with?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, they've been, if we look at the trends, Anthony, if we look at the trends, they have won a World Series in the last 2 decades. So the trend would show that they're supposed to win a World Series in this decade as well. Unless we're looking at they won a World Series in the 80s, and then they didn't win in the 90s, but then won 2,
they made up
2000, 2010. So maybe they missed this decade and then win in the 30s, perhaps, I don't know, 2034. And then they win again in, no, actually they win in 2031 and then win again in 2034. Approximately 100 years after
that's a lot of numbers being spit up here. I don't know. I
wish those guys the best.
Okay. Well, 3 of the 4 of us chose World Series victories within the next 10 years. So
one of us chose never again.
I didn't say never again. I said I may not see it. You don't know how long that is. Could be a year. It could be 10 years. It could be 20 years. It could be 30 years. Who knows?
Hell, it could be 50.
Yeah, it could be.
50's the number.
I said that.
100-year-old Jamie.
I don't know how to
Rivers.
take this. 618. I think it's funny that Jamie thinks he'd be looking down from above. So maybe I'll work the other way and I'll curse the other team, okay? Whatever, man. Why are you laughing so hard?
That was well played. Yeah.
I got feelings too. Somewhere.
All right, let's go to the next question.
Cut those out of you yet?
Yeah, I had them removed a long time ago. Every now and then they leak in. Forgot a piece.
Go ahead, Marsh.
Question number 5.
All right, from the 314, will Mizzou hit the rankings after they beat Kansas this Saturday?
They shouldn't. It's Kansas.
KU.
Damn.
Yeah, but come on. If they're not in the top 25 now, do you think beating Kansas moves the needle?
Depends on what everybody else does in front of them.
Did you all talk about my take when I got off the air? Because you couldn't hear me on Friday.
Yeah, that was a tough go.
It was bad. I went back and listened to it. Cachet was in the hotel with me. We were standing before the game. And I said, let me at least go back in here. I was like, oh, my God. That was awful. I was like,
long pauses. It's like the old cell phone. You're driving.
Can I have a
It was so
fries? Ease.
Oh, man. No, my Sam Horn take where he got his knee blown up because he didn't have his damn knees covered up.
Oh, I think we did hear that.
We did hear that. Did y'all talk about it?
You shared it, and I thought I did. I thought I brought that up.
That pissed me off.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I said, man.
I saw
Cover
a
your
couple of
damn
guys.
knees
They're
up.
wearing like biker shorts now.
That's what they do.
What's the trend here? Well, I don't get
They
it.
think it's cool till you get a helmet in your damn knee. I don't know what the injury is. I don't know. It's probably a bone bruise.
It's cool until you get your knee taken out by a helmet.
Yeah.
But we did establish that, what's his the fella's name from USF? He had the shorts.
Byram.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. Byron Brown.
Byron. Byron Brown.
He had the
Couple
short
of
shorts.
tutties.
Yeah, he was fine.
He didn't get hit in his knee. Good for him. Wouldn't do it again.
I don't know. Before I
I
left,
just don't
he was getting
understand the
crushed.
trend. It looks like they're playing in biker shorts now.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
It's a weird look.
It's a bad look.
Yeah.
Well, there's some baseball players that wear their socks above their knees.
Yeah, but that's kind
It's
of
weird.
old school. Like you
Hunter
go back.
Pence
I don't
used to
know
do
about that.
You go to like
though.
the 20s. They had the knee highs. They're
Yeah,
like,
I'm okay with
they
that.
had them hiked
They
up.
also had goofy names.
They did. But they weren't running around in biker shorts.
They are now.
Hambone.
Hambone
Williams.
It was one thing in the 80s and whatnot to see like the half shirts, like the linebackers with the half shirts.
cool, too.
That was pretty tough.
That was cool, too.
You know, and then now you got half pants. And like,
You know what I miss? Those, what are they called? Like the big neck things?
Neck rolls.
Oh, man, those are cool. If you have a neck roll, you're probably going to beat somebody on the football field.
Give you some inside information. Those things didn't really do much.
Nah, they look cool, though.
Hey, it didn't really keep your neck from snapping back. Brian Cox had the one that was the board. Now, that was probably more to allow you from, but it still was flexible. It wasn't
Carey,
straight.
Nothing like
stiff.
going back to seeing a linebacker with these massive shoulder pads.
Oh, yeah.
The high cut shirt and the neck roll with like the single bar and just a couple of cross.
Don't forget
that guy meant business.
Don't forget the cast on their hand with duct tape on it.
And blood all over it.
Yeah. That was 90s football. That's when it was real.
Yeah.
Like,
It was a different game.
Yeah.
Sure was.
No
Think
doubt
about playing
about it.
Katzenmoyer at Ohio State. I was like, okay.
Andy Katzenmoyer.
Andy Katzenmoyer was a man.
Yeah.
Linebacker for the Ohio State University.
Yeah. He took some hard classes, too, at Ohio State.
I don't think he did, actually. I think he basket weaving.
Literally, basket weaving was one of them. Yeah. Intro to golf, basket weaving, and then something.
Golf's a hard sport.
Underwater firefighting.
Yeah.
What'd you just say?
Underwater firefighting. All right, it's
Not
fast.
as easy as you think, Andrew.
I can imagine.
It's a fast on 101 ESPN.
How many credits is that?
We talked about it. We talked about Ohio State, Texas. We talked about Bill Belichick's disastrous debut. We ripped on Bama. There's one game that we did not get to, and we may have undersold one team and overhyped the other. That's next on 101 ESPN.
Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. And before we get to one of the other big games from Saturday that we haven't even approached yet, we've got Garrett on the line, who has an opportunity to draft either CD or Andrew Marsh for September bet the board. What's up, Garrett?
Hey, guys. How you been?
Appreciate you listening. Thank you for playing. Would you like to have Carey do your picks for Bet the Board or Marsh in September?
Oh, this is a hard decision. I think Marsh is only a year younger than I am, so I think we're going to let the young guys play and see how we do.
Nice.
Okay.
Let the kids play.
I like it.
So Marshy now off the board. Garrett, good luck to you. You got Marsh for the month of September.
All right, guys. I love listening to you every day.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you, Garrett. Thank you very much.
I won't let you down this month.
Oh, boy.
All right. I know you won't.
Nice. Thanks, Garrett.
All right, bye.
All right.
Hey, Bruce over there calling his shot.
Marsh, when was I'm just wondering because I
last year, Anthony. That was the last time I won.
So I was going.
Yeah.
I mean, none of us can remember the last time any of us won. Jamie's won everything for the last 4, 5, 6 months.
No,
right?
It's been at least 4 up to 6.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember. It's been so many wins.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a great bet the board player.
Oh, he's unconscious. Unconscious.
What did I end up with last month?
I can't
12
speak.
or 13?
12.
Unconscious?
12.
He's been unconscious.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
No.
I got 12 right out of a month, Anthony.
That's
I
a
would have
lot.
lost money in Vegas.
Yeah, you did. You won, though.
You did. You don't have to beat everyone. You just need to beat everyone in this room.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
You know? Mm-hmm. Don't have to outrun
Don't have to, yeah.
the bear. He's got to outrun everyone else.
Buddy,
For 3 of us.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What? You said you that's
Or
why the
trip
texter said, who says you're going to be looking down?
Maybe you should be a better guy, you know? Say
We talked Ohio State and Texas. We talked Alabama and Florida State. Arguably the biggest game outside of Ohio State and Texas was LSU and Clemson.
Oof.
Neither offense was very good. Both defenses impressed at times. But my question is, did we and when I say we, I mean the collective we, as in kind of national takes around college football, not just us here in the Fast Lane. Do we overhype Clemson or did we underhype LSU?
I'm not a Cabe Klubnik fan. Not that I don't think he's as hyped as Garrett Nussmeier either. I watching football this weekend into Monday, I was not overly impressed with any of the quarterback play that I saw, like the big games that I watched. I didn't watch every single football game, so I can't say that there weren't any good quarterbacks.
You were watching Friday night, right?
Watching who? I was watching Illinois, yeah.
And after Illinois was done, I'm sure you probably watched FS1.
I was hanging out with some guys.
Yeah.
And
TVs everywhere.
Yep.
FS1.
Nope. Didn't see it.
Kickoff was 9:30.
That as part of his
I didn't have that. Yeah, I didn't have that as part of my package. Got a lot of packages, but didn't have that as part of it.
You're lying to me right now. I didn't see it in your face.
I did not watch Central Michigan take on San Jose State.
Take down San Jose State.
I didn't see that either.
Juggernaut.
That's a hell of a game.
But we will be. Anyways.
But the quarterback play over the weekend was not something that you were like in awe with, in my opinion. So that LSU Clemson game, again, I thought LSU's defense played spectacular. But is that a symptom of Cabe Klubnik, being who he is? I think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he shows up in the big games in the way you need him to. And I don't know if that Clemson team is as good as it has been hyped up to be. I also don't think the LSU team is as hyped up as it needs to be. It's going to be an interesting year to watch college football this year because I do think for the first time in a long time, it is literally wide open. Like there are so many teams that have a chance to not only make the college football playoff, but also have a real chance to win a national championship, in my opinion. You got a lot of quarterbacks that have been drafted that are gone from the past couple of years. This quarterback crew that you're seeing now, if you told me that Drew Aller was the first pick next year, first quarterback taken off the board, I'd be like, okay. If you told me Arch Manning was, I'd be like, okay. Garrett Nussmeier, okay. There is no consensus on who is the best quarterback, and it's not a quarterback, football is a game, a team game, but the quarterbacks are the ones that are going to drive the teams to get to where they need to be. So that game, that LSU game, for me was meh. Like it was meh. It was good for your boy Brian Kelly, but it was meh.
My boy Brian Kelly.
Yeah, your family.
My boy's Matt Drinkall. When it comes to that game, first of all, Carey, I completely agree with you. When you watch the bigger games this weekend, it was hard to come away impressed with any offense.
Yeah.
I also don't think that look, we'd be naive to say that's how it's going to be all season long. But the biggest thing that I thought was nobody's throwing downfield at all. It was all zone read or RPO and check the ball down if not.
Ohio State took a couple of shots.
That's true.
Yeah.
And Sane did connect on the one big pass to, it wasn't Jeremiah Smith. Thank you.
Tate.
It was Tate. That was a nice ball. But other than that, nobody was pushing the ball downfield. It was
Florida did. Did you see that catch?
I did not, though. The Florida Gators?
Yeah.
Who'd they play? Long
Island.
Long Island?
It doesn't matter. Did you see the OBJ catch? It was an OBJ-style catch.
I think that's fantastic. I did not see it. I did not check out Florida and Long
Island. You didn't care.
I did not see that. But here's the thing with LSU. The big question was going to be defensively, can they improve? I think the offense is going to be just fine, despite what they showed in Death Valley on Saturday night. I think the offense is going to be pretty good. Defensively, are they legit? If so, I think they're a national title contender because of how wide open it is in college football this year. Who dominated?
Nobody stood out.
Thank you.
Ohio State is the number one team in the country. Their quarterback, he's a sophomore, redshirt freshman. Like he's a younger player. Ohio State. Julian Sane. He's a younger guy. He's
Super Saiyan.
We don't know what you're going to get from him. I didn't see any team. And again, it's week one. Like it's fine. It's part of the progress and the maturation of an entire season. Who they are in August or September is probably not who they're going to be in November or December. But this weekend, I didn't see anything that just made me say, oh, that's a team that can compete with anybody, and that's a team to be on the lookout for. I think it is wide open for anybody to win a national championship this year.
I agree. That's why I just made the claim about LSU.
Central Michigan?
Well, CMU, we got to make the playoffs first.
Okay. I mean, there's a chance.
We got a big road test. We're at Pitt. Okay. Nobody's got this schedule early on where you're going all the way out to San Jose State, then all the way to Pitt, and then yes, you got to make the trip to no doubt.
You know what? No one's talking about North Dakota right now.
Well, they came up short.
They
fought hard, but they came up short.
They were winning until the final minute of the game against Kansas State.
Yes.
No one's talking about them.
And I'm sorry for that, Marsh, but
it's okay.
What's your nickname?
That's how I feel.
The Eagles?
No.
The Fighting Hawks.
Fighting Hawks, which
it's a bird.
It's a terrible name, Carey.
But it's not. Hold on, it's not just a bird.
It's a fighting bird.
They fight.
Okay.
It's a bird that fights.
You know what? They fought all game long. They were winning at halftime.
Just came up a little short. That's all.
In the Hazel Central Hawks, we didn't add the fighting to it though.
No, it was just the Hawks.
Yeah,
normally, birds of prey just go with that.
Yeah,
Hawks, Eagles, Falcons.
Yeah,
I see what you're doing, Anthony. You're trying to put me down.
I'm not trying to put you down.
You're trying to push yourself up.
No.
Anthony, I said, man, I forgot what I texted verbatim. North Dakota almost beat Kansas State. And you go, why do you hop on the chips? Immediately. It was immediately.
Do you know why?
Because they won a football game.
No, I was hurt.
You were hurt.
I sent out a text at 1 a.m. I know you were up. I know you were up, and CD was up. Jamie may not have been. He may have been hammered.
I was playing cards. I was up.
What night?
Friday night.
Yeah.
It's a thrilling game.
I can't remember what I did.
It was a thrilling game.
I didn't see it.
San Jose State hooked a field goal.
We'll watch it today.
On TiVo.
Thank you. Just gonna dust off my TiVo. Anyways, Marsh, I was hurt. Nobody responded. No, hey,
take it out on me.
For CMU.
Didn't have to take it out on me.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And then I welcome you on. I say, hey, plenty of room on the old bandwagon. Sweet Face James he's already jumped off the Alabama bandwagon. He's on CMU. He told me on Twitter. Told me on the old X.
Marshy is on the Iowa State bandwagon. They got a tough task.
Marshy's mad at you.
I have two teams, Anthony.
And why? Why is he mad?
I don't know, but I see it in his eyes. He's like legitimately mad at you.
I'm angry. I'm disappointed.
See?
I'm disappointed.
You know what? Me too.
No, yeah. I'm looking at this game. I'm rooting for my alma mater. And not even a minute later, you're like, well, you can join my team.
First of all, I don't sound like that. Second of all, I felt ignored. Okay? But I overlooked the fact that I was ignored, and I welcomed you on.
He don't want to be on there.
I understand that now. I get it. Neither do you guys. I get it. Message sent.
I got a team that I'm rooting for already. I can't have two teams. I'm not Jamie.
Not Jamie got a shot.
I just sitting there peacefully.
All right.
What's your problem?
Sorry.
We did get a text from Carey. Maybe, Jamie, you can use this as your get back to Carey.
Sure.
From the 618, get ready for big QB play from Darian Mensah against Illinois this weekend.
He's a good quarterback.
Go Duke.
No, I like it. He's a good quarterback.
Bill Duke Blue Devils.
How do we feel about Duke?
I'm excited,
Carey.
I'm excited about the Illinois fighting.
Sounds like we both got a pretty big matchup against an ACC foe, huh?
Yeah.
This weekend, Carey?
Yeah. We're going to Duke. You're going to Pitt.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be warm
See
down
you on
there
the other
probably.
side.
Yeah. Get it done. Get her done.
The 618 text in, I feel you, Anthony. I too often feel ignored.
Thank you.
That's the 618?
The 618
Yeah,
text.
618.
We pay attention.
Gator said that he was up. He said, Anthony, I was up.
Was he
Gator was watching. Yeah, he was watching.
Gator got they got South Florida this week. And you just saw what your boy did this weekend.
Byron Brown.
Yeah.
They
Good
look
luck,
good.
Gator.
All right. Was there a the most recent example of how the transfer portal might not always be great? Grass isn't always greener on the other side. It's next on 101 ESPN.
If you're looking to change up your investment portfolio, maybe you're tired of checking out the stock market and feeling stressed out, or that anxiety of your stocks going up and down and the roller coaster ride. Why don't you try investing in farmland? Here's a couple reasons why. Steady returns, long-term growth, and real stability. That's the key right there, the stability. And the property, the values go up every year after year. Yeah, it's not striking it rich right away, but steady returns. You don't have to stress yourself out. It's definitely the way to go. And the company to use is AgVest. AgVest has helped leading financial institutions manage over $900 million in farmland deals, and they're licensed in 10 states. And hey, if you own farmland and you're looking to get involved, get in the game a little bit, AgVest can help you maximize the value of your land with full service management, from sourcing and diligence to rent, as well as tenant selection. And it's pretty easy. All you have to do is call the founder. That's right, the founder, Chris Bronner, at 618-520-7022. That's 618-520-7022, or visit agvestadvisors.com. Buy land. They're not making it anymore.
right, we got one more contestant lined up, ready to go, and he will be paired with the one and only Carey Davis. And he is Grant Francis Fan Club.
Let's go.
What's up, Grant Francis's Fan Club?
Hey, Gary, I was bummed that your connection was bad Friday. I really miss having the hockey guy on the show.
Yeah,
good call
tough.
on that. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
It was tough.
That dial-up can be tricky.
It was bad. I told you. I went back and listened. It was awful.
It's all good. Do I hear this is your birthday month, Grant Francis's Fan Club?
Yep.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Of course. Get your dub.
When's your birthday?
The 11th.
Okay. Well, yeah.
What is that? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But well, that's okay. Happy birthday.
Happy
Either way.
birthday.
Yeah.
All right, so you got Carey this month. Carey's going to be ticked off because he posted, 5 points?
Yeah, maybe.
That's more than that.
We're not
Anthony.
keeping track.
It was like seven.
Seven's the number?
6, 7.
6, 7.
He finished the
6, 7.
He finished the month hot. That's all we know. So
I did.
All right, so Grant Francis's Fan Club, you got Carey for this month.
Yep, he's due.
I definitely am.
Darn right he is. Yeah. All right, appreciate you listening as always, and thanks for all the interactions.
Thanks.
Okay, there you have it. Carey,
Get her done.
done deal.
It's a big responsibility,
It
Carey.
is.
It's birthday month.
Birthday month.
Yeah.
You know? I forgot it was September. I was thinking it was August.
It is not.
I don't know what month we're in.
September, Carey.
That was football month. How
Yeah, it
about
is.
that? It's the only thing that matters.
All right, so it's only one game. We've been throwing out that caveat, that disclaimer all show. But is Nico and Carey, you're much better at this list.
Iamaleava.
Oh, yeah.
Nailed it.
Just rolls off your tongue.
Pretty good.
How do you think he's feeling with this transfer portal decision? He decided that he was going to essentially hold out with Tennessee. Had a really good freshman year. Helped lead the Vols to the college football playoff. They got absolutely waxed in the first round matchup with, I think it was Ohio State, wasn't that got him?
Yep.
And then he decided, you know what? I'm not going to show up to the spring stuff. I'm not going to show up to any sort of workouts until you pay me. And Josh Heupel at Tennessee said, you know what? We won't pay you then. You want to be here? Go someplace else. So Nico transferred to UCLA. UCLA had a bit of a rough game against Utah. As Jamie would say, they finished third.
Was a tough one.
And while Tennessee plays Syracuse, the team they should beat, they rolled. Think Nico, latest loser in the transfer portal situation?
I don't know, man. I mean, that's a tough way. It's one game, as we've said all day long. But, you know, he held out. I think he claimed that he wanted to be closer to home. And he's a Cali kid. He wanted to be closer to home, which obviously he is now. He also got paid the NIL money, I believe, that he was looking for. So that part is a win-win. But the ultimate goal, I think, for every one of these young men that are doing all the transferring, that are, you know, searching for the NIL money, the NFL money should be the money that you're searching after. Like, that's the money that is longer. It's going to be around longer. If you're capable of getting to that second contract, it's more, depending on who you are. So, for me, it's definitely important that you put yourself in a position to take advantage of the money while you can, but also be in a position where you can win games and get drafted. Get drafted early. Be a first-round draft pick. Be a second-round draft pick. Get to that second contract and allow yourself to make $30, $40 million a year, depending on the position that you are. And some of these guys may be looking at the NIL portion of it as opposed to winning games and looking at the NFL side of it eventually.
How good is this guy, Carey? And there's a point to my question. Like, is he I don't see him as an NFL prospect right now, but do you?
I think coming out of high school, he was highly, touted. I think he was a 4 or 5 star kid. It doesn't always translate to college. Sometimes, I mean, we're seeing it with Arch Manning. Now they're going back and looking at his high school film like, man, this guy was playing lower level football in Louisiana, and the guys he was playing against were terrible. No wonder he was great. So all of that.
Yeah, wasn't it 2A?
It was 2A.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
But I think So
it's really small.
So
school.
my point is,
to answer your question, I don't know how good Nico Iamaleava can be or is right now.
So my point is, do you think some of these kids at some point realize that maybe that's not the ultimate ending for them?
Yeah, some of them do know.
And now they're looking, their NFL is now NIL money.
Yeah.
And so they move to a spot where they can play for another 2-3 years, whatever the number is, making, maybe $1 million, $2 million in NIL. And that's that ends up being their pro money.
That's
if they get
ceiling.
Drafted or they sign or they try out free, all that's gravy, but at least they know they're getting this money.
That's some of them, that's their ceiling. I think I don't know if any of those kids have the foresight to see, hey, I'm not going to be an NFL draft pick. I think all of them still believe that they're going to get drafted in the first round, second round, whatever the case may be, and they're taking advantage of the opportunity to get paid. Now, it could end up being that this is the most money that they'll see in their lifetime. They may not make an NFL roster. They may not be good enough to get drafted in the first couple of rounds and maybe be a 6th or 7th round pick. Quinn Ewers is probably a good example. He made a lot of money at Texas, and he's a 7th round pick. So, University of North Carolina, I think, wanted him to come and transfer there. He probably would have been making, he would have made more money at North Carolina this year than he's making as a 7th round draft pick. So I can't knock a kid for wanting to go and make that decision and play at another school and get paid. It's your right. It's like if somebody offered you more money at your job, most people would say, well, what are the benefits? Is it better than where I'm at now? Oh, it's the same? Okay, well, they're paying me more. Okay, let's go see what they're talking about. It's the same thing. It is a job, and every year you are a free agent, essentially, and there are headhunters coming to find players that can play at a certain level, and they're paying them for it. So I can't knock those kids, those young men, for wanting to do that. But the ultimate goal eventually should be making it to the NFL if you are a high-level college football player.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We're going to beat the streak and bet the board next. Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter, we got our guy Stewie on the line. And if you want a loan closed quickly, you want that dream house, you want everything secured quickly, and most of you do, you got to give our guy Stewie a call. Stewie, you got a recent example of getting to the closing table very quickly.
Hi, Anthony. I want to talk about two things. First of all, making the biggest investment that you're going to make in your life is your home. Not all mortgages are the same. Not all programmers are the same. Just calling around and saying, hey, what's the rate? That doesn't work in the industry any longer. You got to find somebody that you can trust, somebody that's going to take care of you and watch you for the entire term, the rest of your life, that you're going to own a house and get a mortgage. So we just had a customer call in. They came to us initially, but the realtor said, hey, you know what? Use my guy. 30 days into the process, they were supposed to close last Friday. They were not able to close on time. They came to us a week before closing. Can you get it done? Because this lender is just screwing it up left and right. There are certain reasons why, things that we knew that lender didn't know. They had switched to us, and we got it closed today. So it's really important that you go with the right person. And on top of that, the rate was 0.25% lower than that other lender. And, guys, how much did they pay in closing costs?
Zero.
They got the bagel loan, no closing costs. So outside of getting the best terms and getting it done quick for you, we know our business in and out. We know the products that other lenders don't have. We can make it happen for you, and we can make it happen quick.
Yeah, and it's really easy. Just pick up the phone and call Stewie. Whether he's your first phone call or you're just getting a second opinion, call 314-324-4440.
Again, that number is 314-324-4440.
Call him, text him, days, nights, weekends. You know the routine, but make sure you tell him, say, Anthony and Jamie sent me, and Stewie loves hearing that stuff. If you can't remember the number, Anthony, what can you do?
You can always Google the bagel loan. Thanks, Stewie.
Have a good night, guys.
NMLS number 226715.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals take on the Athletics tonight with Miles Michaelis on the mound. He'll face off against Luis Severino. First pitch tonight is at 6:45. If you missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you will find all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have Beat the Streak and Bet the Board coming up next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
I want to hit baseballs.
All of my successes depend on me.
You're ready to hit.
The hits just keep on coming.
And his first big league hit is a bullet up the middle.
All right, time for Beat the Streak here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Marsh, what are the latest Beat the Streak standings?
All right, I have a streak of 6 right now.
Marshy.
Streak of 6. Caleb, our Beat the Streak contestant, has a streak of 2, and everybody else has a streak of 1.
We're all hot.
All right, guys. How many games they got left?
Yeah.
20 yet?
Too many, Carey.
Too many is the...
I'm sorry, that's not...
No, that was accurate.
I never said it wasn't accurate. It wasn't nice, though.
No, that's true.
What are they? 68 and 71? Huh? Is that loud?
What?
Marsh, what's your pick?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Wilson Contreras tonight.
Okay. Caleb, welcome back, my man.
How's it going, gentlemen?
Going great.
Good.
Who would you like?
I think we're going to go with, he's back in the lineup from the oblique strain. He's batting first. He's your AL Rookie of the Year, in my opinion. Give me Kurtz.
Okay. Nice selection there. Who's up next, Marsh?
Whoever wants to go. It's
Marsh
between
doesn't,
you three.
Marsh doesn't care. So, Carey?
Brent Rooker.
What's he ever done?
I think he's a good player.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Jamie?
I think Gorman's going to hit the ding-dong, so I'll double down.
And I think Herrera's going to hit the ding-dong, so I'll double down there.
There you go.
All right, Caleb, best of luck, man. Hopefully we get a chance to talk to you tomorrow.
Appreciate it. 3 in a row. That's a winning streak.
Yes,
it has happened before.
It has happened before. All right, Caleb. See you, pal.
Have a good one.
Okay.
From 23 games, if anyone was checking.
Yeah,
we weren't.
You want to know. You want to know.
Okay. Marshy.
Yeah.
Let's fire up this bet the board, huh? Okay, so we know that Jamie, congratulations, has won 4 straight months of Bet the Board.
A lot of
so
pressure.
he will choose first. Marsh, I think you and I wound up tied.
Think so.
If I remember correctly. So my Ole Miss play was the extra play.
That's right. You're correct.
Thanks, Jamie.
Yeah.
So, Jamie, you still have the first pick.
All right. I'm going to go with the New York Yankees.
The New York
on the money line, minus 126 at Houston.
Okay. Marsh?
So I have my fantasy football draft is tonight.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And this is for my friends from North Dakota. They all live in the Twin Cities. And our draft tonight is at the Twins game. I will obviously not be there.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
But I have to go with the Twins tonight. They're at minus 149 against the White Sox. So I'm going to take the Twins money line, and I will have the game on tonight just to feel like I'm a part of what they have going on down there at Target Field.
They're doing it at the game?
They're doing it at the game. There's just going to be a bunch of dudes in the stadium with laptops.
Yeah.
Really?
How are they going to get them in?
I don't know. I didn't ask. I don't have to worry about that. I won't be there.
I didn't think you could get all that stuff in.
Yeah, that's the Twins now. They don't care.
Like
they're just happy. They're just happy somebody's there.
Little wee handbag, or I don't know.
Well, they're just fired up that people still going to Twins games, especially against the White Sox. There's going to be about how many people in your draft?
So there'll probably be 11 people there. There's 12 of us, and I'm the odd man out. Obviously, I don't live there, so
there'll be 11 people at Target Field tonight to see the Twins and the White Sox. I
There's
won't
going
be
to be some
watching.
family and friends too. Come on now.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
that's right.
my friend, his girlfriend, and his mom and her mom will be at the game. So his debacle right now is how much time does he allot to the draft versus hanging out with his girlfriend?
How long have they been
and
together?
Her mom.
He's screwed.
How long have they been together?
For a little bit.
What's a little bit? Like a year?
I mean, I don't know.
Well, a year, 2 years, 3 years?
No, definitely not that long.
Okay.
It's probably been like a year.
Okay, it's been long enough. Hey, honey, enjoy the game with your mom. Like, come on.
Honestly,
if you start conforming that early to whoever, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, what's it going to look like in 5 years?
Well, here's the thing,
10
Jamie.
years,
I hope he spends the entire game with his girlfriend and her mom. And he is on auto draft and drafts 5 quarterbacks.
I say you dig your heels in. Take it now, take it forever.
I'm going to take the Texas Rangers to beat the Arizona Diamondbacks tonight. The Texas Rangers are minus 110, and the Rangers have won 6 straight and 9 of 10 overall. This team is red hot with Bruce Bochy's tonight.
Kyle Tucker, 1.5 hits, runs, RBI.
Oh, he's back.
Minus 135.
Gary's back.
You're going to do great, Carey.
Yeah, straight away from
Big things ahead for you.
We all believe in you.
Appreciate it. I don't know if I believe it, but I appreciate it.
Okay.
We believe it.
Yeah, we believe it. That's the only thing that matters.
You, but I appreciate it.
That hurts more than anything, quite honestly.
You don't want me to win.
That's not true.
I don't want y'all to win.
Oh, now we learned something about Carey today, didn't we?
You certainly did.
That we're all competitive.
It's not about the team.
I don't want you to win, Carey. I can't lie to you.
I know.
I don't want you to win.
Terrible.
There you go.
Okay, I really do.
At all.
See? Terrible.
Yeah.
Like worse
the
than
honesty.
last month, actually.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that was terrible. That was rough.
For all of us.
Kind of sucks that Jamie's got a commanding lead already in September.
Right? It really does.
Marcy's starting early.
It's hard, man. It's rough.
It is. No doubt. What we learned, 3 stars of the day next on 101 ESPN. miss anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com or the Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. All the podcasts, of course, brought to you by Shave Door Company. Time to find out what everybody learned today. Starting with Andrew Marsh.
I learned today that Anthony is very sensitive when it comes to his Central Michigan Chippewas. Very sensitive.
He is, actually.
You have to coddle him.
You mean passionate?
Yeah, mad that nobody responded at 1 a.m. about
Anthony,
the Chippewas.
Anthony, the only time Carey's going to respond that late is if I get in an altercation with somebody at the bar.
Well, the problem was you guys didn't respond the following morning either.
Well, there's a lot of things going on. Jamie was planning for a party.
I was on the road coming back to St. Louis. I
wasn't awake.
He wasn't awake.
There's a lot of things happening.
A lot of moving parts going on.
Anthony, the text messages, they go away after you send them.
You didn't respond Sunday either.
There's new messages by then.
There's some more football to watch.
Games.
Or Monday.
Yesterday. North Carolina family holiday.
Family first.
This was a double-digit dog on the road cross-country.
Yeah. He got those guys playing well.
How many teams did that this weekend?
Coach Drinkall. That's his name?
Yeah, okay. Matt Drinkall. Coach Drinkall.
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 All right.
Not Drinkle.
No.
Or Pinkle.
No.
Einhorn.
Pinkle.
No, Carey.
Drink.
Jamie, what did you learn?
I learned today that no matter how much Anthony wants Andrew Marsh to jump on the bandwagon for Fire Up Chips, Marsh, not only does he not want to, he gets downright pissed about the idea of it happening.
Yeah, you don't like it at all.
I hate it.
I mean, at all. He threw up in his mouth. I saw it.
He did.
It was a baby barf.
That's it.
I don't like it at all. Carey, what'd you learn?
I learned that there's a radio host in Detroit that thinks Micah Parsons is a terrible football player. Might be the only person that thinks that, but he does think it. Micah's going to have like 4 sacks in 2 games against those guys.
That'd be awesome.
Damn you.
How am I now? Huh?
Yeah.
He just looks up.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
I'm not.
Who's that guy?
Yeah. I learned that you guys, while claiming to be my friend, clearly you're not. Because somebody, after a historic win like that on Friday night, somebody would have certainly reached out and texted me and said, hey, man, that's awesome.
In fairness, Anthony, I didn't read your message.
Oh, boy.
I didn't watch the game.
I sent a ESPN.
Did I know that
Final
Central
score
Michigan
graphic.
was playing football on Saturday?
Friday.
Oh, see? I didn't know.
They didn't play on Saturday.
That's why I didn't know.
They played
wasn't Tuesday.
The highlight
they
game
should have been
Friday
playing
night.
tonight. Then they'll have the whole country watching.
You know MACtion doesn't start until late in the season.
Do I?
When the games really count.
Do I know that?
If it wasn't for the MAC, you wouldn't have a Super
Anthony,
Bowl ring.
are you sure?
And you know it.
Are you sure when you sent that out that nobody responded?
Jamie,
Maybe you should check.
It doesn't count when you say, what an awesome win 20 seconds ago.
No, it's right after the text that you sent. Is it or is it not?
Well, it's not.
You said rank them NCAA.
I forgot to hit send.
Rank them, you cowards. You didn't ask for a reply.
No.
It was almost like a statement.
It was a statement.
Spitting in our face.
Who, after sending a text, says, I want a reply?
No, but actually make a
I
statement.
thought you were just telling us that they should be ranked and
you were letting
do
us
it.
know that they
How
won.
about this? How about that's a pretty huge win, isn't it, fellas? Oh, yeah. Yes, it is, Anthony. Now we'll pat you on the back and rub your belly.
I wasn't looking for a pat on the back.
You were.
I was looking for friendship.
Crying about it.
It's companionship, loyalty.
He needed
He made a
that.
statement. He yelled at us and then wanted us to respond.
He did.
All caps, too.
Sorry to hear they lost, Marshy. That's a tough break. You're more than welcome on the CMU bandwagon. That was 1 minute after I said UND almost upset K-State. Didn't take you more than 1 minute to tell me to switch my
didn't take me
allegiance.
more than 1 minute to respond to you.
But you responded with him going to the Chippewas again.
What nothing to do again? Read that again, Marsh. I'm sorry to hear
they
about
lost,
that.
Marshy. That's a tough break.
Tough break.
You're more than welcome on the CMU bandwagon. I said ISU won, so I'm good.
Just ignored me.
I didn't see it.
No, you don't see it, do you?
I didn't.
You don't see it.
You must have
and
sent
you
to the
don't
wrong
get it.
number.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, Marsh.
The 314 notes that we are all wearing black today.
Yeah,
They call
you
us
are.
the men in black.
Oh.
Yes.
No. All right. Yeah.
No, you're all right, Anthony. You're okay.
He's a little
So
shy now.
butthurt.
He doesn't want to.
Crazy.
He won't do anything by himself anymore. Nobody Congratulations on your Chippewas winning.
Don't.
Hey, he's not going to respond to any of our texts for like a week.
Not a one.
Just because.
You haven't seen Spike.
You guys ready for the 3 stars?
Yeah, let's go.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day. Presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Sports betting the way it should be.
We are going to give the 3rd star of the day to one of the newest head coaches in college football, and that is Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick. Did a tough one.
Yes, he did.
Sure did.
2nd star of the day goes out to our favorite animal at the zoo, the Wichita.
The Wichita.
And our 1st star of the day, after an entire show worth of crap, giving this team crap, we're going to give the 1st star of the day and pick up our man Anthony Stalter as the Central Michigan Chippewas. The star of the day.
They had a big win on Friday night. They were double-digit dogs.
You think you'd be a little more excited, quite honestly.
Yeah.
You guys think he doesn't even like his
You guys
team?
didn't see that message?
No.
Yeah.
He's just like the same as with his Falcons.
Yeah. I was letting him
He's
know,
typing
man.
something now. He's responding to something. He is responding now.
Oh, good win by the Central Michigan Chippewas.
Fast lane, you guys. We'll do it without you. Hashtag fire up. My God.
He's so bad.
You know what? This team has a lot of pressure now.
They actually do.
They're under a lot of pressure.
Now, I will be watching to see what they do against Pitt.
No, you won't.
I will be keeping track.
Sorry, Carey.
They play at the same time as Illinois. I won't.
Do they?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see here. You got an 11 a.m. kickoff on ESPN.
Yep.
Number 11, Illinois at Duke. Let's see when my Chips play.
I think it's the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, won't be watching that one.
We got ESPN U.
Yeah.
Oh, the U.
Mm-hmm.
The U.
Yeah.
Good luck to those guys. We're on ESPN.
Jamie, you should love our running back. His name is Biggins.
Who doesn't?